Tell me, O Muse, of the many heroes from many places who wandered the many ways of the sacked, sacred city of Arden.
Okay, I think we're ready to begin. It is the 14th expedition of the Arden Vulgaris campaign. It is the 26th of Deuterios. Well done, making it to 14. Who we got around? Who do we got here today? Let's go around the horn.
So I'm Michael, and today I'm playing Ingvar the Barbarian, Whiskin Fighter.
I'm Ed. I'm returning as Calabados this week, level 2 Seer.
And I'm MK. I am playing Galil, or Idiot. What's his class? Idiot Wizard.
Memento Mori. I am playing Argo, the Dwarf Fighter, who is itching for a fight.
I'm Steve. I'm playing Heronby, the Halfling Bard, not itching for a fight, itching for diplomacy.
All right. And we got 3 extra folks joining us today in the form of retainers. We have Bell Carver, a Goblin Witch, who Kalamanos picked up in downtime as a free tag-along. We also have Canute available at the Broken Head that's going to be joining us, who's an Archontian Seer, who Steve/Heronby is going to be piloting today along with him. And then lastly, of course, we are bringing our townsfolk, our favorite townsfolk, the 2 grappling hook carrying halfling himself, Bendo Cubit. So, kind of a big party today. Right. On the 26th of Deuterios, it is drizzling, mostly cloudy and foggy. For any character who's inclined, it's also going to be a full moon tonight.
Propitious.
Witches are extra powerful.
Yeah.
Plus 2 null spells.
Oh, really?
No.
That's
That actually would be kind of sick, though.
Don't believe anything I say.
I mean,
your pact might be more powerful if you made one on the full moon.
Yeah, I honestly that would actually make sense if you would do a full moon on a pact on a full moon would be more. It doesn't matter. Okay.
Yesterday was like one day before a full moon. I can't get like a plus one there.
Nope. Skill issue.
No. That'll teach me to not pull the moon closer.
Yeah. Okay. So what will be the scheme today?
I think we're visiting the halflings is what was decided.
Yeah. I think we're going to go and talk to the halflings. See if we can negotiate some sort of...
What's our backup
passage.
plan if they say 5,000 gold? Or just attack us?
If they just attack us, then we try and flee.
Maybe we can offer the beastmen some grappling hooks and hope that's enough to get in.
If we can't get in there, I think we should relocate to... We should see what we should maybe go to the Beastman Caves.
Yeah.
I don't know what you think about that.
Try to take on the
Sounds good.
other dragons.
Try and see if we can go west in those caves and find out what the Beastmen are doing.
To the ladder area.
But let's see what the halflings have to say.
Okay. So we're gonna cut to you all probably following the river or going through the north gate to Temple of Thoth.
Northgate?
Northgate?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Nothing harasses you or anything in the drizzle and the rain as you make yourself down the grand corridor to the temple. I take it you all want to go up the stairs?
Yeah. Are there any baboons up there sheltering from the drizzle?
No, it's actually all quiet on the temple's front today.
Is there another way into the temple that's not up the stairs? You asked like that. There were multiple options.
Well, I wasn't sure if you wanted to like stop and look around the temple or.
Oh, okay.
I think if we get to the top without incident before we go in, Kalamanos is going to try and read the omens.
Sure.
Okay.
So you want to make it to the very top of the statue of Thoth here? Yeah. Out of the you can't cast stones when it's raining. You have to you have to have overhead cover or whatever. No, I'm just joking.
Exactly.
Go ahead. Let me know.
Okay, so he's going to roll for himself.
I'm going to ask Canute
Whoa.
to do the same. Nice.
Okay. Yep. You can multi-process your omens today with dual seers.
I'm asking him to read the signs for me and try and how will things go in the negotiation. And while he's reading the bones, I'm myself going to try and inspire. Who's our fighter again?
Argo's fine. He doesn't need one.
Okay.
Yeah, Ingvar is also your fighter, but he doesn't have a luck token, so I guess that could be useful.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not a fighter, but if you're just throwing them out, I'll take them.
That's a.
Well, no, I filled my inspiration as usual.
I'll
It
try
worked
and
one
read.
time.
I'll try and read. I'll try and read the omens for Runar as well. Then. Yeah, please take
There
the
you
luck token. I've got very good feeling about today. A very good
right.
feeling.
If we're doing two rounds up here, then Canute
Oh
can
crap! I
read
had a luck
again.
token. Oops.
Oh, you already had one. Oh, for God's sake!
I have too many character sheets. I'm like jumping between tabs.
Okay, so trying again for Ingvar. There we go.
Nice.
Okay, 2 turns have passed on the top of the Temple of Thoth. Do you all remember what this place looks like, or do you need a refresher?
I have not seen it.
You have not seen it. Oh. Okay.
Sorry, I didn't catch the whole backlog of episodes before I played.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so you're on top of an enormous pyramid. It's technically almost like a ziggurat because it's flat topped, or at least has a sort of like a upper layer with a roof. There is a giant statue of Thoth that is surrounded by 4 major pillars, and these 4 major pillars up here have various carvings on them.
Are they carvings we would recognize?
They're clearly ancient murals or carvings, as in like bas-reliefs, like carved in, describing, clearly depicting parts of religious elements of Thoth. I can be more specific if you want, but there's also overlaid on top of that several bits of graffiti, as well as evidence of baboon activity.
Any chance the graffiti matches the graffiti I took a rubbing of at the purple sarcophagus room?
No, there's definitely no chance of that. But okay, great. I mean, this was written in Arcantian, and it says, Gregor was brave, but the dust took him. Pour one out for Gregor. Okay, so there's no obvious way to get into the dungeon, as other people have alluded to. However, has anyone from the original group been here? Kalamanos, you've been here, right?
Yeah, Ingvar's also been here.
Right. Okay, grand.
Turn B2.
Okay, so then in front of this 20-foot tall statue of Thoth, with the ibis head, carved out of white marble. Black with a white marble head of an ibis. There are this sort of. I'm sure one of the two characters will point out. It's kind of in front of the statue, a slightly discolored bit of stone, and saying that would be these are the doors. And ostensibly, you need to manipulate the arms of the statue in a certain way to open. The statue also here has ridiculously large gem eyes. Jade green, like the size of grapefruits.
Super cursed. I believe it was arms straight forward. Yeah.
Yep, let's push the buttons on the back of the statue and move the arms.
Oh, sorry, I realized I was on mute there. Yeah, Calamanus will step forward and put the arm straight.
Okay. As you do that, the stone will give way at the pre-described location, revealing a staircase that descends deep into the temple.
Okay.
What will be marching order and light?
Yes, Ingvar will go up front.
With Argo?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't carry a torch because my Warhammer is two-handed. But I do have a torch I can give to someone else if anyone is in need of a torch.
We could have the two, like Canute and Bellcarver. They're both casters, so aren't they? We have
Yeah,
them
Bellcar-
having a torch each.
Yeah, just give him a torch each. I think Bellcarver's got like 3 torches anyway, so.
Okay.
Canute's got a couple.
And we have Bando and Galil at the back. Something like what I've got there.
Yeah, looks good.
Grand. Okay. There's no sign of any sort of activity or so on the first set of stairs that are just descending very steeply downwards. I don't know exactly how far. But it will terminate, whatever light source you have as you go down, it will terminate at a small landing before having a second large staircase going down from there. And this will be 2 turns of moving. Okay.
Alright, let's keep moving so long as we don't hear anything. There were beastmen on the stairs last time.
Yeah. No, there's no here. Yeah. There's no smells or anything like that, or even there's like no cook fires or the sounds of talk or anything. That's quiet like the grave this time.
Just how I like my dungeons. Okay, let's go down and meet the halflings.
Yep. All right. You reach the staircase. So you go past the landing, you down, and you begin your descent down the second set of staircases, which will then take you to, if you recall, another kind of like large landing area, which was where you met the beastmen last time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we're at right now. There's definitely signs of new graffiti here, written on the staircases. Otherwise, we'll continue. A unique thing that you can see down below you is that the room that you're entering, that sort of waiting larger base of the stairs, has its own light sources, but they're not flickering. They're just like a static, dull yellow.
Can we hear any sound as we approach this room? Can we hear anything? Can we hear anyone moving around down there?
No, it's still quiet like the grave.
I think we should call out to them before we just walk out into the line of fire.
Has anyone like have any of the characters who are here on this expedition had like direct like tussles with the halflings before?
I think Ingvar
Killed
turned one of the with one of their heads into a destroyed melon.
Okay.
Yeah, Ingvar killed a halfling. Kalamanos has conversed with a. I think Heronby has as well, right? I think we both.
Yeah.
We both
Mhm.
talked. We've
First time we
spoken with them
talked
before. Yeah, we've been down the stair before.
Okay. Well, maybe rather than Ingvar being at the front, first person who they see,
Tuck him at the back.
um,
Let's adjust the order a little bit.
yeah. I think Heronby would be prepared to even go a little bit ahead to speak to them halfling to halfling.
Sure.
Okay.
If we thought that would smooth the way a bit.
Okay, so we'll stick Ingvar at the back. Heronby's going to go to the front. I mean, Kalamanos doesn't mind going to the front as well. If we
Sure.
think it will put on a less aggressive and have Argo just behind us in case things do go pear-shaped.
Yeah, I'll be watching your back.
Galil could go up also. He's never met them.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
maybe
there.
just like call out quietly, like
Yeah.
hey there, ho Plumthorns, folk, we're coming down
Yeah.
to pay for passage into the temple.
Yeah. You don't get a reply back immediately, but I mean, you're still in a large chamber, right? It's basically a 20-foot square chamber with this long staircase going down. This is actually where you kind of fought those beastmen that are going down this long staircase. When you look down, it's basically a straight shot down from your light that you definitely cannot see the end of. It just descends vastly into the dark. And
this is more as we're going down, calling out. I don't want to like shout full volume so it echoes around the whole place, attracting attention.
Oh, okay. Well,
just like a friendly call as we're 2/3 of the way down or something.
Yeah, I'll just say like time passes, but not like torches go out amount of time as you descend the 300 odd plus feet of stair, right? Let's see how far you get before you do get a return call. Okay. You're near the end. You're near the very beginning. So yeah, basically as soon as you start calling out, you're gonna get a holler from below. Ahoy, who be up there?
Heronby. I was
Heronby.
here a week or two ago. Come with gold, looking to pay the fees and do some delving.
You know the drill. Good lads. All right. Go on, it's safe down here. You'll be under our protection. Don't worry. Watch your steps.
I certainly will.
How many are ye?
There are there's
7.
8 of us. 7 of us.
7.
5, 6, 7.
All right, now no funny business as you debouche. I got 6 crossbows trained. Yeah.
I've got the money.
Sorry.
I was gonna say I've got the money in my hand in two pouches of. It's actually 200 gold pieces.
Okay.
That I'm gonna hand over to them.
Right. The imperious halfling voice that you're responding to, if you recall from last time, is Ross Kelly. This is the she will describe herself as the maitre d' of the dungeon.
Could we see her?
You'll be able to see her. she'll make herself visible. She's not afraid of a crossbow or spell.
Is she within coin pouch tossing range? Can I just toss both pouches of coins to her?
Sure. It's a little unorthodox, but yeah, you could go ahead and do that.
As we come down, as we enter through the doorway, like I'm not going to walk over to hand it to her. I don't know how they normally take the money, but I just want to toss it over to them and say it. There you go, and there's a little extra in there as well.
They're looking it over. Let's see here. They appreciate your gumption and a quick look. Okay, yeah. All right. They're gonna stop and be like, all right. No protest. Seems that you got everything all in order and no griping from any of you. They're a little like taken aback how submissive you are. And almost not quite suspicious, but maybe more curious and amused than suspicious.
Ingvar will glower, but he won't gripe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Argo's just gonna like he's almost quivering, like holding it in.
All right.
Grating
Okay.
under the
Yeah.
You're like, what's a little goal
Alright.
to some powerful adventurers
Look.
like us?
Look, Ross Colley would be like, I recognize the tension. I do. Look, we're all business people here. We're all business folk. Let's treat this like a business. There won't be any need for any bloodshed. Just don't let me hear you eye-lying with any goblins. You know, kind of.
Been trouble with goblins around here? Is that what we should be watching our backs for? Sneaky goblins.
Yeah, if you think the baboons are bad. Yeah, and you have. Oh, it's like you have not met a goblin yet. Yeah, the nastiest ones. They'll lie right to your face, promising peace, and steal everything you got.
Yeah, sounds like goblins to me.
Bell carver's like, huh?
Not your kind. You're. I can't even, as a person, come to roleplay Ross Kelly enough to say that slavery did a huge improvement to you. So I'm sorry. Yeah. So they're not gonna. They won't go there, but they're gonna be like, no. The ones down here, they breed quickly in the dark. They have no manners. They respect force.
Seems to be the way of Arden.
All right. Yeah. It's true. There's one language everyone speaks, it's violence. They recognize power. So, out of character, just the GM aside, so you all are familiar that the rate as well is going to be 30%, or maybe I should just ask that in character, right? All right, you know that the deal is 30%. Any proceeds, any fines to come back? That's
what I heard. Out of character, I have a lot of technical questions about how they actually do that, but I don't know if I want to.
They're gonna audit your packs when you come back.
Oh, so that means we get to free identification of anything from them auditing it to find the value.
Probably, yeah.
Or they might just say, "Oh, that looks valuable. Give us like 1,000 gold so you can take this out or something."
Yeah. Do you want to ask the fine details?
Second opinion.
No, I don't want to. No, I don't want to because I don't want to get their backs up.
Yeah.
I assume they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
But what does this space that the halflings are in look like?
You know what? Forgive me. I literally did not even explain that to you at all.
Closer.
Right. All right. So you're in a pretty complicated room. It's approximately a 70 feet by 60 feet square. It's 70 feet wide by 60 feet north-south. The staircase that you're coming in from is approximately the middle of the north side. Going around from left to right, I guess would actually be clockwise, since there is one set of doors on the far corner leading north. It's suspiciously like the the map that you have. But now you have at least a scale for that start.
Yes, I could kind of just transcribe this maybe.
Mm-hmm. Now you can't really see the rest of the outer rooms from here, but the only other major point of interest I would point out in this room is that there is, excuse me, I keep burping. There was a very interesting, lovely statue of Thoth right in the middle of this room, basically dead set in the center. It is a lifelike humanoid or like human representation that stands atop a large pedestal, maybe like, I don't know, halfling size.
I'm going to say to Ross Kelly, do the arms move on that one as well?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, all the statues down here do.
Do we get any set? So as we're,
But she says that, but like she says, yeah, but you know, be careful. Be careful when doing them.
why? What happens?
Lightning, poison, pitfalls, you name it. Undead.
A dangerous place to live.
Yeah. Some people say they even come alive, but you know, no one. If they do, no one survived. So, I say this as a mutual benefit. I want you to return. I want, our share.
Well, that's a good point, actually, Ross. Can I call you Ross?
No, you can call me Ross Kelly.
That's a good point, Ross Kelly. Obviously, it's in our interest to find stuff down here. Otherwise, you're not going to see anything. Obviously, a lot of adventurers come through here. Is there an area of this that you'd recommend that we avoid or explore? That's maybe untapped potential.
She glances northeast before returning back to you and says, well, northwest is where all the goblins are. Sorry, south. Hold on. Fuck. Totally ruined the directions. So sorry. Southeast is where all the goblins are.
I know it's tough when you live underground, Ross.
Yeah.
Kelly.
Yeah. There is a barricade 10 feet from the southern hallway, about where my mouse is here. That's clearly a barricade / portcullis, like reinforced. You can see that a couple halflings are lingering there, as though that is implying don't even think about going this way. The rest of this room scattered around is basically a kill team map worth of light cover. If this was a cover shooter, is anything available here? Okay. It's definitely set up to be defensible. Looking around, there's no obvious sign of like traps or anything like that, but you think that's probably just to prevent any sort of accidents. But this place, if you get the distinct impression that if given enough heads up, they could clearly rig up quite some gnarly amount of traps in this area and be tough to see.
I guess you guys are based over to the east then, right?
Aye.
Quite a setup you got down here. Must be tough to support yourselves down here. You must be did the goblins are down here? It must be loads of weird creatures and that you're constantly having to watch out for.
Goblins, ghouls, ghosts, you name it. Stranger stuff down here too. But I'll leave that up to you to find it, since you all are.
I guess you don't venture much out of this area, right? I wouldn't have thought.
I take the risk.
Yeah, sensible. It's what I'd do.
They're deliberately laconic because they know that you're trying to fish information out of them,
Hmm.
and we're not your buddy. You know, they're
Buddy
so
pal.
yeah, so they're not giving you anything else other than the obvious, like, don't go east because that's where we're at, but the goblins are definitely in the southeast. I guess they haven't given you any decisions on the west, but they'll say that the west is full of a bunch of alcoves with undead. Just be mindful of the portcullises out there. Make sure they're locked when you're done.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
A group of dwarves left one open one time, and we haven't heard from them since.
Dwarves for you.
Yeah, sucks. Oh well. They paid us one of these, and they show you a clanned, dwarven clan noble insignia stone. Must have been desperate to part with one of these. She pockets it.
Quite a stone. Quite a stone.
Yeah. Don't know what they use them for. Bunch of weirdos. But I don't know, maybe they will make sense to me once if I stay anymore down here.
Okay, well, we don't want to keep you from your important business with all the adventurers coming through today, so I guess we'll be on our way to see what we can find.
They will give a mock, out of your way kind of thing before kind of falling back to the portcullis. Like a small little whisper order. Gate opens, they slide under it.
Do we want to go to the place on the map that's marked dangerous?
What does that actually say? Cog
Dangerous.
dangerous.
Hog is a person. We have a
And-
rumor. Cog told us the original builders are toad-like creatures called hoppers. Their
Yeah.
wear
Oh,
is a
yeah.
evil ziggurat.
Right. Let me give you a little bit of extra bit of mapping as you're looking around, right? The map that you are given is sort of also representative of the south. So there is a kind of like an open entryway at the end of that sort of square/rectangular room that you are. There's like a little like dash showing like how this is like kind of like a hallway. There's sort of a formal, what do you call it, frame kind of around it, but no door. The hallway will extend down 40 feet. And then out the 40 feet, there are these 45-degree slanted passages creating a Y before your lanterns don't give you any extra light about where they go. But no doubt they carry on and don't terminate.
Where are we going? Oh, actually,
Oh, yeah.
this map is this giant rat? Is it decorative? Do you think on this map, or is it indicative of a creature? I
Giant
suppose?
undead rats to the west.
Okay. And do we know what these letters represent on the on the eastern side of this map? The right hand side of this map.
I was thinking statue, left arm down, right arm down,
Oh.
left arm down, right arm something, pit, left arm down, right arm up, pit. Whatever S is, guessing in the middle. Rip.
So what does that? What does the first one say?
LAD. It's like LA, which I'm taking as left arm. D
Left
for
arm
down.
down, right arm
Right
down.
arm down. But I can't.
Rest, I think that says.
I like that.
Okay.
Oh.
Chest.
I like
Yeah,
the blown up pixelated map is like diegetic that you can't read it.
I might have a better version of this. Hang on.
The creator of this map has terrible handwriting. Can barely make out the scroll.
Oh, it's like really
Rest makes
small.
sense for it to be.
Yeah.
Like a
It's
rest
halfling
area,
size.
Starting position.
Safe space.
It sure
What do we-
doesn't
Do
say
you?
chest.
Yeah.
What do we think these letters mean? The WMOT.
Can I interrupt you all and interject with a little bit extra map design for what's going on?
Yeah.
So there is no hallway in the northeastern corridor. There is a hallway here, but there is no like door to it or anything like that, so you can see inside of it. That's what I'm trying to lead to. And in the corner denoted by the map, there is a strange. This is probably the first time I think anyone's seen this before. In the floor, there's something like a perfectly circular fire pit, but no sign of ash. Instead, there's sort of a delineated circle line, and if anything, there's a couple interspaced around this circle. There are like firestones set up at 6 of them, perfectly evenly spaced around the clock of the circle.
Would Galil recognize this as like a elemental magic setup thing?
It's definitely some sort of magical circle of some kind.
Should we strike the firestones? Each of us stand on one.
I don't know, do you want to go and look at him closer? I'm just describing what it looks like from like 15 feet away at an angle, you know?
Kind of imagine the halflings will have like had a pretty thorough rummage of the rooms that are like directly off their
Yeah, true.
headquarters. I'd be more in favor of like pushing on.
Or maybe they know exactly what it does and just deactivate it after use.
You want to holler for him and ask him what it is?
Maybe take a quick peek first to see if something stands out. And then be like if I recognize it as something, be like, oh yeah, cool, y'all got one of these Mephit summoning pits or whatever it is.
Yeah, that sounds right. Okay, so you want to go close and get an inspection of whatever this is?
Yes, please.
Okay. It's definitely some sort of magic circle. That's without a doubt. On each of these stones, you can see that on the insides of them, they're all evenly or equally malformed. There's a hole, or more specifically, there's a slot in every single one of these.
You said there's 7?
6.
6.
So they're interspaced every, like, whatever degree a number is on a clock.
Like 60 degrees.
Yeah. Yeah, why didn't I just divide by 6? Sorry. Oh yeah, thank you.
Maybe a key with 6 names of Toth will summon the final name. I didn't pay attention in school. I just know 7 minus 6 seems reasonable.
Hmm.
But yeah, I don't think we can do anything with this. So
Should we try asking them? Maybe they have. Maybe they just tell us what it is, or at least give us something to work off.
Doesn't hurt to ask. Does it?
Are the halflings still here, or have they wandered off after taking our money?
No, they took your money and they're kind of hanging out. They're loitering by the portcullis. They're willing to,
Okay.
so shouting distance. They can move, and like if someone's hollering down the stairs, they can open from that kind of stuff. I would also say though that this room is not completely barren and empty. It's definitely like a bunch of trash piled up around this room. Kind of like this seems to be sort of another room for just detritus and junk. So there's probably enough that you could probably root around the trash if you wanted to.
you think they would hide the magic items for the summoning circle in the trash?
Yeah, I kind of agree with everyone else that probably the halflings have picked over everything here.
Yeah.
I'm for pressing on, whether that's in the directions of goblins, cog, or giant rats.
I would give, based on the piles of trash and the way they are, there was something rather large in this room that's been moved. and dragged out. Maybe something heavy, stone-like. That's about it.
Which direction does it look like? Can we
Past the
determine
barrier?
that?
Yeah, it looks like it was dragged towards the barricades.
Oh, to the east.
Yeah. In fact,
Right.
yeah. In fact, it kind of terminates at the portcullis. Looks to be like a part of some sort of like large sculpture or something.
Ooh, I wonder if it's a piece of the Arden statue.
It looked to be at first blush a boulder, but no, it actually has a visage of a bearded nobleman with empty eye sockets.
More empty eye sockets. The big statue in the middle of this room, is it where are the arms at the moment?
To its side, straight down.
Calamanos is
It's in the rest position.
in the rest position. Yeah. Calamanos is going to say, "Excuse me, gentlemen," and he's going to take an empty flask out, and he says, "Excuse me, gentlemen, I feel a call of nature," and he's going to urinate into an empty flask.
Okay.
That's okay. If that's okay.
Yeah.
And then when he's finished doing that, he's going to attempt to turn it into a potion of healing.
Bear Grylls.
That's fair. I would allow that. If you want to heal, you have to.
It works.
And so it was. Okay.
No chance to use that potion.
Yeah.
If anyone else has any liquids they want me to bless now, might be a time to do it.
Anyone else got to go?
No, but while we're at the statue, though, there's a couple other bits of details I want to describe about the statue for you. So just like the one above, this is black stone with a white marble head. However, at the foot of the statue, there seems to be a large stone chest. I'm sure Calamanos has seen these type of chests before. These are obviously like offering positions or offering spaces for to gods. The Hall of the Gods and everything like that, if anyone went there, would have much similar same things.
Are there any offerings? I guess we can't really. Is the chest locked? I guess.
No, but it has a open slit for donations at the top.
Okay, so that sort of style. Okay. And the statues of Thoth, right?
Correct. There's no book or anything in his hands or anything like that. His hands are open. Their hands, its hands. I don't know the pronouns of a god. I'm just gonna say his.
Okay, so do we want to head south? Do we want to head through the door, one of these doors, or do we want to head directly west?
I'm not keen on undead, but goblins or perhaps rats are certainly within Argo's ballpark of putting an axe into, if need be.
I mean, when I asked Ross Kelly where we might want to go, she glanced to the northwest, but didn't. I don't know if she actually said anything. So I don't know. Maybe that door to the northwest. We can see that links up with that other room up there. Maybe what's the other side of there?
Yeah. Okay.
It's good to get a layout, just a general layout of this place, so we can work out how some of these places connect up when we inevitably come back and.
I'll describe what you see when you open the door to the northwest, but your light will give you enough of a glance to see what you're seeing over to the direct west down that hallway, right?
Yep.
Down that hallway, the entrance down to this hallway, or like I should say maybe like the exit of the square, also has sort of that nice little like framing thing. Like this is a pretty ornate way, but there's definitely a statue down this hallway about 40 feet down. And around the statues, you kind of have to squeeze around, but you definitely see that there is a a mural behind the statue that extends maybe like 10 feet behind it. It's hard to exactly see what it is. It looks very religious though. And you can start to see that there's the statue sits in the middle of an intersection that extends north and south for some time. That's the statue, of course, is Thoth, but it's a different style of Thoth than the statue that you see in the room that you're currently in. This one is absolutely carrying a scroll, or sorry, a book and a quill pen in the other hand, and both their hands are at their side as well. I think probably you get the indication that the walls to the north and south of this statue have small little internment slash crypt slash burial alcoves. I feel like you can probably see that, like, you know, they're little like notches that extend out maybe like 5 feet or whatever, going down and on both sides. This is obviously some place of repose. Smells like it, at least.
So these are the alcoves that are mentioned on the map, I suppose.
Okay.
So we happy to go northwest
Through this one or through the
Sure.
alcove one?
through that door that you're at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we decide what our order is before we?
Yeah, we might want to rearrange our formation.
Ingvar can go back up front.
Alamanus has paid his money. He's going to fall back. Is it right if I'll go and? Now I wish we brought a thief.
Yeah. Does anyone have a pole? Maybe we could
Have a staff.
use that staff.
I have
10 feet.
spear.
Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, I think we're ready.
Cool. All right. The door opens perfectly fine, almost quiet. And you can see that this room is also set up with bunches of trash and small cover. What this room looks like is very similar to what's on the map. There seems to be a 10-foot space before there's it's almost like a weird plus sign or like a very, very squat dwarfy T shape where there's a 30-foot length going east to west with a single 10-foot bit to the south. And you can see sort of set up around that northern door are several fortifications, but there's also a bunch of like rubbish and things set up all around this room. This place is definitely not clean. It does not look like it's been occupied in some time. Do you want to
push straight on through?
Yeah. Do you want to root around, spend a turn, or do you want to push on through?
I think push
I'll
on.
push on through. I really think the halflings will have found everything of value within a radius of where they are.
Ingvar will push open the door.
Okay. You die to a fireball. I'm just kidding.
I believed it for a second.
Nah, all right. The
So
hallway.
traumatized.
There's a 50-foot hallway that goes directly north. It terminates at a stone door. A wooden door with iron bands, otherwise nondescript. You've seen these kind of doors before. They remind you of the stuff you saw in the sub basement.
Are there any tracks in the dust or anything, or does it really look like we're the first people to come this way in a while?
No, you definitely see signs and tracks of activity here. You see several sets
Okay.
of boot prints.
Halfling sized?
No, bigger.
Okay, let's open this door.
Okay, that door opens just fine. and you are going to be in a small intersection. This intersection also seems to be a guard post, but seems much more occupied, or like much more sign of recent activity, as though the trash has been cleared out of it. You can see from here. So from this door, there is you literally have 10 feet of a square, with surrounded by 2 doors on your west and your north, and then the hallway takes a right, so you actually have like an extra 10 feet to your right, and there's another door. So rather than just being complete surrounded by doors, there seems to be a slightly extra little bit to your east here before another door.
Oh, okay. Like 10 feet, you said?
Correct.
Yeah, right.
Do any of these doors have any indication of? Are they all just iron bounded wooden doors, or do any of them have any symbols or anything anymore?
No symbols. They all seem to be rather identical looking. That being said, I would say that, and as far as dust goes, there is much more dust on the eastern door, much less dust on the western and northern door. I couldn't tell you which one has like between the northern and western one which has the least. Let's call it equal.
But it's relatively well travelled through here. It's not.
Yeah.
Do we think the western door is going to open into this room here, the WOMT room?
That'd be my guess.
Seems likely.
Or do we have any idea what WOMT might mean?
I mean, it's not giant rats, so it's a bonus. Should we crack open and have a little peek?
Well, can we hear anything coming from the other side of this door?
As quiet as the grave.
Okay.
I'm not being laconic. It's genuinely oddly quiet.
I'll crack it open.
Sure. All right. With your light, you will see that there is a 10-foot hallway and then you see one of those fancy kind of frame foyer kind of things that's extending into a ovaloid, almost football-like shape that's going 50 feet perfectly in diameter and about 15 feet north-south from it. So kind of like what the map indicates. There are 4 statues of very different types of representations, which I'll describe in a little bit. But you see there is also exits to the north, the south, and the east of that ovaloid room.
I like the very different
There is
styles of drawing, like a curved room that we've got going on the map right now.
I'm struggling to draw a straight line with my mouse tonight, so
Yeah.
I might come in and clean it up later.
Sure. Okay. The 4 statues, I'll just describe starting with the one in the northwest. So this would be like necessarily the top left, I guess, would be the best way of putting it, of the 4. This one has the form of a bearded man with a conical cap. Their hands are across their chest, and inside each hand is 2 rods or scepters. Sorry, my ass got the east and west mixed up again. I just described to you the northeast. I'm the worst.
This one here.
Yeah, so that would be top right. Top right. Next one will be top left.
Sorry, it was a old man, was it?
Yeah.
Conical hat, bearded old man with
Yeah.
2 stabs.
Is he recognizable as a god?
Yes.
Someone with the acolyte background?
Oh yeah. Does somebody have an acolyte or religious?
That's me.
Absolutely. This is the god Osiris.
Ah,
Okay,
that's
so
the
they'll
O
actually have the
then.
initials. Okay.
For sure. To the northwest is a snake person statue. She is in a very like stalwart, strong, hands to the side kind of, but like proud demeanored. No doubt this is Wadjet.
How's that spelled? Is it WACHUT or something?
No, WADJET. To the southwest, so this is the one underneath Wadjet, is, let's see, okay, I don't have a description of her. Kind of hoping they would have just as much description as the other ones, but I guess not. Okay, a tall, skinny a woman with a feather in her hair, and
This is
sorry,
Mitra.
a feather in her. Sorry, I misspoke. It's a feather in her hand. And then in the far right, so this would be the one south of Osiris. No doubt this is Thoth in ibis-headed form. These statues are huge. In fact, they reach the ceiling. And these walls also contain old frescoes.
The frescoes depict.
The frescoes depict a lot of humans and demi-humans rejoicing and lamenting to the four gods depicted in the different corners. You could see several scales are out, as well as the gods recording things in books. Again, this would be Teharenby's acolyte background. No doubt these are depictions of the afterlife, where the domains of Osiris and the adjacent gods impose their will and judgment of the dead.
Okay.
Do any of these statues look like their arms can be manipulated like the other statues we've seen?
No, they're all like not joint. They don't have the action figure, shape of the circular arm pin mounts and stuff like that. This
No
is all
obvious,
one
like,
solid.
mechanisms
Yeah,
to
no,
move,
these
yeah.
are,
Do any of the statues, like the whole statue, look like it could be moved? Any like scrapes or anything on the ground?
no. To move these statues would require superhuman strength. These things are approximately 30 feet tall.
Probably be worth something there.
Bring the statue back to the halflings.
Getting
You
it,
found something.
yeah, not tipping it over and getting out of here would be quite the challenge.
Quite a challenge, sure.
If one of these corridors is a
There's-
straight line to an exit out through the cliff or something, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
But trying to finagle a 30-foot statue around
Yeah.
one of these 10-foot doorways.
So all of these openings from this room, there are no doors. So I will describe to you what you see. To your north, there is a 20-foot hallway, and then there is a 20 by 30-foot rectangle, so that would be wider than it is tall, with obviously some sort of large altar on it, which I'll describe in a little bit. I'll come back to it as I've described the rest of the hallways that you see. The hallway to the southwest. Extend straight at least 50 feet before you lose it in torchlight. The hallway to the east is obviously where you came from, so I don't have to describe that. Then the hallway to the south narrows from 10 feet to 5 feet and extends down 20 feet to a door. That door shows signs of recent activity. Yeah, it shows signs of. In fact, it shows it's been. What would be the term? On this side, it's tightened, like iron spiked closed.
On this side, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe the halflings.
Rats are
Oh,
getting
yeah.
feisty.
Something might be getting feisty down there. But looking at our map, that looks like that might lead back into that alcove area.
Definitely. The room with the altar in it. This altar is about 10. It is a. It's technically a day. It is 10 feet by 5 feet wide. And this room also has its own light sources, just like the stairs do. This room has colorful painted frescoes on the walls, depicting the same person in the southwest statue. So this would be Mott with because there's a lot of feather motifs, and in fact, right in the middle of that day, suspended literally in the air, is one of these feathers or something that looks like it.
Suspended in the air.
Correct.
What's Mitra the god of? Is it like? Is this one of these, weigh your heart against a feather situations,
Yeah, I think so.
Egyptian style?
It was Mart, not Mitra.
Yeah, I was
Mitra's
say,
different
Oh, Mott, yeah.
Mitra's, modern god, right? These are all old
Oh.
gods.
Yeah, I'm looking at the wrong bit of the list. Who was it? Sorry.
Mart, or Matt, or whatever it is.
The old god Matthew.
So,
Bartholomew.
yeah. The frescoes in these paintings around this day show that there is Mott with the feather, with this feather. Just how the statue she has a feather in her hand. In these frescoes, Mott has a feather in her hair as well as one in her hand, and she is clearly giving this feather to robed priests of Thoth. You could, or at least orange robed priests. And another fresco on this wall, on the eastern wall, it's slightly different. You could see that there's priests holding these feathers, and you can see that these feathers are censoring demons and undead. These priests are clearly show that they have a feather in their hair, just like Mott does.
So I wonder if the feather is would protect us against undead. If we were to take it.
Who wants to jump up and grab it?
Who wants to poke it with a 10-foot pole first and see what happens?
Do I know any prayers to Mott? Reel off. If not,
Yeah, you probably know something simple, right? Or at least generic. Maybe not Mott specific. You would 100% with confidence know a generic, like, our Father kind of thing that would be like a mea culpa, divinity speaking.
okay. Herenby will step up and recite a prayer. And reach out and
Pluck the feather.
touch the feather. Pluck it,
Sure.
Sure.
As you pluck the feather, the room goes dark. It's real, for sure. It is a beautiful bird feather, pure white, almost alabaster and white. The room goes dark for a split second, and comes back as as you hold the feather, a new feather appears, hovering over the day
Whoa.
as you hold yours as well.
Okay. What does it smell like? Give a
Peace,
look over. How
tranquility, harmony,
big
vanilla.
a feather are we talking? Like a little
Oh,
feather? Like
no, not dove feather. No. Sorry, it's a huge feather, the size of your whole arm.
Okay.
I mean, if you've seen a peacock before, it's approximately the size of one of those feathers. Something that would be very noticeable in a cap. It's the same size and proportions as the feathers that you're seeing in these statues and frescoes. So big boy, ostentatiously big, recognizable from afar. Big.
If we've got an infinite feather machine here, does anyone think they might be worth something?
Is it a case of, next time someone picks it, the first one disappears?
One way to test.
I'll pick a feather.
Ingvar, you approach the day, you pick a feather, the light goes out for a split second before it comes back, and a new feather appears. Now
Feathers for everyone? Did they give off any light or anything? No,
but the
just went out.
And Ingvar didn't say a prayer and nothing bad happened, so.
nah, Ingvar just says yoinked it.
Well, if he doesn't have to say a prayer, then Kalamanos will take one as well.
Maybe I should have said a prayer to Odin just in case.
Grab them for all of us.
Yeah, you all can.
Yeah, I think Argo will definitely take. I think Argo will take one and then try and take another one when it appears.
Yeah, you can hold two.
And I want to follow the depiction in the fresco and put one in my hair.
Sure. Just takes a slot.
Okay.
Yeah, does Kalamanos have hair?
You put it in a band around your head, like a sweatband.
Yeah, let's assume I've got a sweatband. Yeah, I've got a neon pink sweatband.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone's like, where did that come from? What the?
He got it from a fire method.
Ingvar will put his feather in his beard.
Yeah, I thought about doing that, but yeah, I don't want anything to mess up my beard, my braids, and all that kind of thing.
And I believe, if my notes are right, y'all's torch goes out.
Torch number
I've
2.
got.
Good thing we're in a room with its own light right now.
Yes.
I had 5 minutes left on my timer, but okay.
Oh.
But maybe I said it. Maybe I put it on. I don't know. But yeah, we can start doing another one anyway. Bell Carver's got another one.
Okay.
Yeah, Canute likewise, and Canute will take a feather.
There's no like, thunderstorm. There's no like whoa kind of sound as you grab the feather or anything like that either. It's quiet with the exception of course, like the light flickering when you grab it.
We didn't notice any of the halflings wearing these feathers, did we?
No. No,
Okay,
they.
fine. Should we proceed west?
Head east?
East back through those doors,
Yeah.
through the doors, or do you want to go west? Or do you want to explore do you want to venture into this alcove area?
It all depends on how much faith we have in this fresco, and whether we think the feathers will have power over the undead. Because if they do, then this could be like a good time to go into the alcoves. But then again, if the feathers are always here, we could always just sort of get them.
Did we want to unlock the door that was barricaded or pitted into the south to do that?
You got to wonder why it's been barricaded.
Yeah.
Like, why barricade that door? If that connects up with that statue, like, why barricade that door? Because surely anything in those corridors could get past the statue and into the foyer. If assuming it's the halflings that have barricaded it.
Yeah. I was describing. We only have torchlight, right? Not lantern light now.
Just torchlight.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah. So I've been kind of less detailed on the how far your light goes and that kind of stuff for reach. But if anyone ever tells me, like, by the way, I'm gonna take a gander down a hallway or whatever, let me know and I can, cast a wall of terrible description.
I don't like open corridors behind us, so I'm kind of interested to see if this ends with a door or if it ends with.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Said something about
Yeah.
The dwarves left open a gate, or
yeah, we've not seen that yet, have we?
Okay.
What's that?
Yeah,
20
Shed West.
20 feet off this western corridor, there is an alcove to the south that was getting blocked by several pillars, or that kind of blend into the wall. There's definitely a body shoved back here, not moving.
Like a
appears to be a
dead corpse or a adventurer body.
Yeah, an adventurer for sure. Befallen by something. Their body does not seem gnawed on or anything like that, as well as they still seem to have their armor and a couple of their accoutrements.
Drag the body back into the statue room.
I was going to say before you do that, maybe we should make sure it hasn't been. Does it look like it's been crushed or?
Is a 15-foot wide alcove. No, you can't see what. There's no obvious cause of death unless you want to take the time to really examine it.
Do you want to grappling hook, just hook it and drag it out?
Good idea.
Yeah, let's Bando.
Bando.
We need the hooks.
Yes.
Oh, I'm ready, boss. Right away, so. Oh boy. Okay.
It's your time to shine, bro.
All right. Bando will hook up the grappling hooks to some ropes and help. I'm just going to need a hand pulling this. And you can spend a turn yanking this corpse out.
You're the boss, Bando. Let's go. Heave.
All right. Yeah. Okay. It drags across the ground. Yeah, you can see that it's clearly a dwarf-sized person in leather armor. They don't have a backpack. They don't have weapons, but their belt has not been looted, which includes a pouch and a couple extra vials of something. So we can just say it's in front of you now, or as close as you want to get to it.
Is there a liquid in these vials? What is it?
Yeah, there's two, and they're two different colors. One of them is clear, and the second one is pink.
Clear and pink. I feel like we found a clear liquid before. Check.
I don't know.
Clear and pink. No, I was just looking through my notes to see if I'd written down.
Can I check the pouch?
Sure. Just a quick little touch of the pouch gives that sweet sound of coin.
That's what I was hoping for.
Yep. It is full of 100 coins of various denominations. If you want to spend a turn counting them, we can do that.
Just wait. I think just wait.
I'll just grab it.
Yeah, it's a slot.
And
I've got a slot to take the clear liquid. I can't. I'm sure we found a clear liquid before, but I can't remember. Does someone else want to grab the pink potion or vial or whatever it is?
Let me know if anyone wants to sip them.
I'll carry it. Pink potion. Hopefully the halflings will provide us with identification services on the way back, if they want to get their 30%.
No, just looking at the floor in the corridor in front of this alcove. Is there any? I mean, what is the floor here? Is it like flagstones or?
Thank you for asking. Yeah, it's all flagstone.
Sort of flags. Do any of them look like slightly raised compared to the rest? Are there any marks on any of them in front of this alcove?
No, from your examination, everything seems to check out. It just looks like to be like a little spot of repose. Mayhaps a guard post long ago.
Can we see any further down the corridor now that we're
Yeah,
going
definitely.
along a bit?
Yep. From this guard post, it is 1, 2, 3, 4. It is 40 feet before you get into another circular chamber that is 15 feet in diameter. I think your light can't exactly reach the very far end of the circle, but if you walk up just a little bit, I'll give it to you here. Directly at the end of the circle, so from the end of this guard post alcove area, that's exactly 60 feet. There is definitely a portcullis.
Right. This is a portcullis the halflings mentioned.
Yeah. This is clearly some sort of hall. In the center of this room, there seems to be some sort of console with rods jutting out of them. Levers, mayhaps. Each of the levers has a little like onk on it, like rather than a round knob or whatever.
I bet they activate the portcullis.
You can definitely also
so
see.
anyway-
Sorry, go ahead.
I just said, is there a mechanism to open a portcullis on this side, or?
No, it's on the. Sorry, that's on the far western wall. The portcullis.
whoop. Yeah.
There was no portcullis
okay.
to get into this room.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, there is a
I couldn't
portcullis.
understand why there was a dead dwarf on this side of it.
Yeah, there's a portcullis on the north and south as well of the circular room.
How many rods? 3 rods?
3
One
rods.
for each.
You said this room is a circle. What's the radius or diameter of it?
15 feet diameter.
Okay.
Sorry. It's 30. It's 30 feet. It's 30. 10 feet to 5 feet. Brain conversion. Sorry about that.
30 feet. Yes,
Yeah.
this should be right
But
then.
yeah, we're on a 10-foot scale. Yeah.
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 10-foot squares. Should we
There's
go and have a look through the
murals.
portcullises?
Yeah. There's also a repeated mural across all of the corners of this room. They all continue showing a Thoth in ibis-headed form, presenting a scroll to Ankh-carrying women who are wearing headdresses. And these headdresses all seem to have like a chair on top of it. To you, you would know this is Isis. Harambe. And if you, in fact, you'll know the stories of this is that Thoth is the one who taught Isis the secret for the resurrection of the dead and the resummoning of Osiris.
Should we enter this room? See if we can see anything beyond the portcullises before we decide if we want to pull any of these levers.
The portcullises all reveal hallways. The one to the south goes 30 feet and then terminates, but there's clearly something to the to its west. To the north, it goes straight as far as your light sources go, but you definitely see at the end of 30 feet there's a T or a plus sign junction, and directly west, you see it definitely extends further beyond about 30 feet, but 10 feet from the portcullis, there's a plus sign junction as well. The smell of death is strong. You definitely hear footsteps or skittering in the distance, kind of reverberating around.
Zombie rats.
To the north, we hear that. Or
To the west.
Also
To the west and to the north, yeah. I'll run out of map.
Yeah, we're gonna have to shift this over, aren't we?
We can make a new
I'm
one.
scared.
Hang on. Yeah,
Oh,
just
yeah,
copy
it's
it.
quick. Oh, we lost the marching order though. So go on. There we go.
Saved. It's like watching a bunch of little like worker ants, like all the mouses go, mouse things go over.
It's cool.
It.
It's definitely, yeah. I think it's better to have a few people doing it rather than just one person going.
I feel like busting out my tablet next time. Can
Would
draw
definitely-
like, way more
definitely
efficiently.
help.
Okay.
Do we want to test
A
these feathers?
Do we want to head east, away from the potential undead?
You mean back the way we came?
This other eastern hallway with the door?
Oh, you want to head right back that way?
Yeah. So we know these are locked, or these are shut, and these are shut, so we do have, like, nothing's going to sneak up on us that way.
you
True, but I also think if we're going to find anything of value, it's going to be behind something that's dangerous, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Right.
Like if
you
we-
I think hold on. I need to interrupt you because something will come to your attention. Back towards the east, indeterminate because of the distance and the way sound travels. You definitely hear the sounds of harsh shouting, a door slam, and you hear the sounds of titans being put into a door, and somewhere from the east.
The halflings locked us in. They're pissed we didn't shut the door.
No, they're not. They're not speaking Arcantian.
Hmm.
But they're not speaking Goblin either.
Is it
Could be
Mythic?
could be another adventuring party that's gone through
Hmm.
either this northern door.
Is it Thorson, Dwarven, or Mithric?
Or
It
whiskey.
would be Dwarven, because you know Dwarven, don't you, Harrenby?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, from your time hanging out with the folks of Cazaldor. Yes. This is Cazaldor Dwarf, specifically High Cazaldorian, and they're shouting to bar the door. Don't let them through.
Is it worth talking to these guys to find out where they've been?
I like the idea of going through the portcullises, kind of trailing our own journey.
Sure, you do that.
It would be useful to see if these feathers are effective, and then
Yeah.
we at least can run back to this room and drop the portcullis to cut off whatever's behind us.
That's true. What I'm concerned about is if we all go through one of these portcullises, it's going to be like a one-way thing. And then when we're on the other side, because the dwarves have obviously, that we found a dead dwarf. How old is that corpse? Was it very old, Eric? Or is
Not
it
very old, no.
So I'm worried that's
Less than 24 hours is what I would say.
less than 24 hours. I
Probably
worry
saw
the
the
dwarves.
corpse that we dragged there and thought there were monsters or something.
Yeah, so I'm just worried the dwarves got stuck on the other side of the portcullis and they've just managed to get around. I mean, we can test the portcullis if some of us,
One of us stays in here.
yes, if one of us stays in here. But I feel like once you go across the other side, how are we going to reopen it? That's the thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, we can do that.
Which way do the levers move? Do they move like parallel to the portcullis or perpendicular to it?
They move perpendicular, so I guess they would all move east-west. Like that's the way the levers move.
Is there any
Okay, then
indication
it is
which
So-
one
so it-
controls which?
No, but they are aligned in 3.
It's probably the one on the right. The north is for the north door. The middle one's the west, or we just pull one and see.
Yeah, I'm just thinking if they move east-west, then if we tie a rope around the middle one and we go through the west thing, we should be able to pull the rope to pull the lever.
Is there a
Yeah,
hole?
that's
Oh yeah, there is a hole in the
Good eye.
portcullis.
The
So
portcullis, yeah. I like that. Yeah, I like that. That gives us some security if we need to reopen it again.
Yeah, it's a pretty good idea.
Yes, we could go west.
I've got
Tie.
some rope, so
we
maybe
reckon
I'll do that.
probably the middle one
Okay.
opens the western. Yeah.
All right, so the lever's pretty stiff. You're gonna have to kind of put a little bit of oomph into it, but not a skill check required. But probably more force than what you want.
Okay, I think tie the rope around it first, and then let's try opening it with the rope rather than just pulling it directly, just to make sure the rope doesn't, like the rope can actually do it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll tie a good hardy dwarven knot. My background is a bowyer, which makes me think I know how to really secure taut
I would allow that. Yeah, for sure.
rings and ropes. Yeah.
Yeah. So you could definitely
I
use
wanna tie
a good knot that would give you the right leverage for the job, for sure. Okay. As you're doing this, the door all the way across the hall, this is what, like 100 feet? There's a light source coming from that door that you see for a split second, and clearly like a couple dwarves before they close the door again. As you all are
we hear them
assembling the levers.
hammering pittons on.
You still hear them hammering it, but you hear the hammering before, and they just open this door, right? So
Mhm.
Yeah, they must be
Yeah,
doing a different door.
Okay. You pull the middle portcullis. Ka-chunk. The lever goes back, grinds back, and the portcullis to the middle opens. So that's you grab the middle lever. So
Yeah.
middle portcullis opens.
Nice.
And when we let go, it doesn't shut again.
No. It
Okay.
remains
Well, let's-
in the off position or open position.
Do we hear any
And-
ticking? Like there's a timer on the gear or something?
No.
Okay.
Okay, well, so let's head west then, but trading this rope with us, so it's on the other, so we got it on the other side, so we can
Right.
pull at the lever
Good.
from the other side. Is that and that's going to be possible, Eric? Right? If we've got the rope on,
Yeah.
there. It's going to be possible for us to reset it.
Yeah,
Okay,
if the portcullis ends up slamming behind you, you can use it to pull it your way. Yep.
I'm worried the halflings are going to come up and take the rope off, but I mean, we could leave Bando here.
Okay.
To
So
watch it.
10 feet from this portcullis entrance is a crosswise intersection, forming sort of a plus sign. But I would like to describe that this place sort of resembles a twisted maze of passages of all sorts of various niches and alcoves all over here. So you can imagine, about every 10 feet or so, there's bukus of places you could put an arm into, where a body was interred. if you wanted to look around, right? So if you felt like putting your hand into an alcove and looking around for wealth, this would definitely be the place.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
But sorry, let me just finish the mapping part. So this plus sign, it extends to the south 20 feet before terminating, but there is another plus sign intersection 10 feet from your plus sign intersection.
Gonna draw.
To
So-
the
To the south.
okay.
And curiously enough, it's symmetric to the north, only it doesn't terminate. Instead, it carries north. That hallway continues further beyond Torchlight.
So 10 feet, so the open bit is actually here,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah, okay.
I would describe that
like
there is,
this.
yeah. I would describe that there is debris or things on the ground or footsteps or anything like that, but there is nothing. There's no debris, no footsteps. This place seems to be as if it's frozen in time in cleanliness. Like weirdly clean, if that makes sense.
I think Kalamanos would like to try and use his chance spell now as we're moving through here to see if he can see if any of these alcoves are hiding anything, secret passages or anything else. But
Mhm.
Let me roll it. Uh, 13, yeah. Got it.
Nice. Okay. So your secret vision turns on. You do not see any sorts of outlines of locks or traps or gizmos that will, or even like airflows revealing doors for where you are right now, looking around. But I think as you all have crossed the threshold into this place, while you keep your feathers out, you definitely feel like you're in a place of the dead. They control this place, you know? Maybe it's the odd smell of death, but combined with the cleanliness of this place is slightly unnerving. Not like unnerving like that hall that you're in, near the jungle, but in Beastman territory, this one is just a gentle like, it's a mirror to your own mortality for sure. That you're feeling, but nothing mechanical.
Anyone want to poke around any of these alcoves while we're here?
Distant groans in the are heard, or like moans.
In any particular direction?
They reverberate everywhere.
Good.
So there's like little like armholes and stuff in the wall, is that right?
Yeah, so imagine like vertical places you could put like bodies and stuff in, right? Like almost like a morgue.
Oh, okay. Ugh.
But rather than having doors, they're open alcoves
Right.
for internment.
Shall we
So-
go up north and see if this connects?
Do you want to? Yeah. What I would say is it will take a turn for you to properly evaluate one of these 10-foot squares of goods. If you're interested in looking for grave goods.
Um,
And of course, a round, right? Crawling round.
Yeah.
Dwarves. As you were quietly contemplating your decisions down here, you hear another shout from the east, being like, "Idiots, get away from there!" In accented Cazadorian dwarf. The place is full of death.
Hmm.
Where are these dwarves? Can we see these dwarves? Or we just...
Yeah, but like you can't see the space between. You just see like the light sources, right? And
Okay.
or at least close the portcullis when you're done. Says another one, right?
I mean, are they speaking dwarfish?
No, they're speaking in to Arcantian, just slightly accented.
Okay. I say, why don't you join us?
Oh.
Why else are you down here except to look for these old alcoves?
Baubles do not interest us. We have nobler purposes.
Such as?
Our business is our own, Madling.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Like again, dwarves they don't want to share what they're into, which is very
Just
normal.
being friendly. Maybe if
Yeah.
you tell us what you're looking for and we find it, we can help you.
If we weren't trying to be friendly too, we would have just shut up and ambushed you. But that's not like us. Not like many folks down here.
Fair enough.
You get the impression. Well, actually, I don't know. Them announcing this way, revealing that they're not going to ambush, maybe was a defense mechanism for you to realize that, hey, we see you. Maybe they're just kind of being polite about it. You're not sure. I leave that to your own personal interpretations of what they're doing. It's really hard to read dwarves. Not as much as lizard folk, but dwarves do play things close to the chest.
Fair enough.
When you shout down to them, when you ventured in here, did you take a feather?
Don't trust those things. I never will. False magic.
Sounds like a no.
It's not like the feathers, they do nothing. It's not like that, but but they definitely don't believe in that superstition. And
these guys suck.
When the ghouls bear down on you, Manling, I trust an axe over a feather. That kind of thing.
Yeah. Can I do I know as a dwarf, is that based on them just being kind of xenophobic and insular, or is it more like they would have actually learned that from trying it?
You get the sense that comes from a lesson.
Right. I'll say to the party, like, I think they might be telling the truth.
When you say from a lesson, do you mean like they've learned their lesson not to trust it, or like they have
experience
back in the dwarven homeland to
They've
not trust?
I think they've learned their immediate lesson not to stick their hands in alcoves and get them ripped off by ghouls, probably. But
sorry, that when when you're done mucking around there, if you want, we'd be interested in trading. Quid pro quo, as they say.
What are you looking to trade?
Information.
Oh yeah. What you found out?
Come over here, let's talk. Let's not shout our answers so the short ones can hear.
Fair enough. And maybe shouting while we're in the middle of this ghoul infested.
Honestly,
like that might not be a great idea.
Okay. Do we want to parlay with these?
Actually,
these dwarves? I mean,
that's a
Yeah.
That's a really good point.
Information's priceless.
All right.
We should probably ask them if they don't want us going this way because it's too dangerous or whatever. Be like, well, we need to recoup our costs. Like, what's a better direction? See if they know what's to the east or southwest and stuff.
Yeah, maybe we'll
Okay.
head over there and close the portcullis.
Well, before we do that, standing right outside your torchlight, flanked on north and south of you, are silhouettes of skeletal demeanors. They take a step forward. You hear no sound They are
The
armed.
feathers, they do nothing.
Roll initiative.
Come on, fighters, charge to clear our path.
So you all are. How I'm describing this right now is I assume you all are like approximately, in my head, you have moved here to talk to them, right? And then you could imagine at these two T intersections at the edge of your lights are a total of 4 skeletons, right? 2 north, 2 south, that are drawn to your presence here. So we're going to.
It's not ghouls.
All right, looks like we got a 16 at least, or 22. Steve, is that right? Nice.
22.
All right, fight or flight.
Way up.
It's a move action and get past the portcullis, right? That you're close enough to the exit point here.
I really want to test the feathers.
For sure.
Everybody's going to pull the feather out of his hair and hold it in front of him, like
Mhm.
the murals were depicting, and take a step towards the skeletons, see if they react at all.
To the north or toward the south?
To the north.
Okay. I'll let you know on their turn.
Okay.
Have you got
Do you-
Canute as well?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Canute can back up.
Okay.
Back into the larva room.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, like, if these repel skeletons is the way to herd them down to bother the halflings.
Ooh,
I like what you're thinking. Yeah,
I like
it.
that idea. Yeah.
All right. So if Heronby's taken a step to the north, Ingvar will take a step to the south, and won't attack them yet.
Your feathers in your beard,
Yes.
so you're not holding it. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. It's my turn. The 2 skeletons closest to Heronby march with defiance to your feather. And with a single stroke, they grab their swords out of their belts and slash with one strike at you.
All right.
Well, we got an answer then.
You can't trust those old gods.
So yikes.
Is that are there's 1 hit or 2? Or 0?
Oh, sorry.
16 and 14.
Wrong. That's 2 hits.
7 damage.
I'm still up.
Oh,
Yay.
Oh, nice.
All right. And the other 2 to the north. Okay. They hold quiet, steady. Do not advance. To Ingvar.
Ingvar was at the south, so I guess.
Oh, the other. I have it flipped.
Got
Sorry.
wrong. Yeah.
Other way around.
Okay, so they didn't attack Ingvar. Huh.
No.
Where did Hermy have the feather?
I was holding it, whereas you've got it in your hair or your beard.
Okay, yeah.
Put it back. Put it back.
So Calamanos, he's wearing the feather in his hair. I think he's going to step back into the portcullis room to see how this goes.
It's how he
And,
survived so far.
Yeah, and well, I guess he could. I wonder if we start attacking these things, they're going to attack us regardless. Yeah, he's just gonna. He doesn't want to attack them, but he's not gonna stand in front of them either. So I think he's gonna move into the portcullis room, and Belcarver will join him.
Okay.
Bellcarver's the witch? Wizard?
Goblin witch. Goblin
Witch,
witch.
okay. So then Galil will cast Mage Armor and step back into the main room.
Okay. So it was?
10? Does
Yes. Ooh, no, I think it's 11.
Oh,
It's 11,
it's 11. I
yeah.
forgot my Farsight +1.
Oh, nice. It is an 11 then. Nice. All right, just
Close.
barely. Shields up.
This is 14, I think.
Okay, so if they're going to go again. Oh no. So we have the opportunity. We could all back out basically now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I'll follow suit then.
Okay.
And just back out of the portcullis. And just motion for the other guys. Because their attention's probably focused on the skeletons, I'll just sort of make sure they're aware that that's what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah. The dwarves in the hallway will, you damn fools, get out of there. You'll bring more of them.
Okay. Herrenby will back out, frantically trying to stuff the feather back into his hair.
And Ingvar's going to back out too.
Okay. But nobody has hit the
Yeah, I guess I'll back out, but Ingvar's going to stand
Yeah.
just beyond the portcullis, not
Yeah.
fully back
They
into
don't. Yeah, they don't breach the portcullis. They respectfully remain stalwart statuaries, but as though fully ossified. They just almost just freeze up when they get to the about 10 feet from the portcullis where you're standing. Apparently, your feather does something. It clearly is. Yeah, they're deferring.
You want to walk up to them again and see if they back up?
Yeah, sure, if everyone's willing to just stand around for a combat round, Ingvar will take a few steps forward and see what the skeletons do.
You hear the portcullis slam close. Calamanus jumps for Lebanon.
Ingvar grabs the rope.
No. But it's okay there. Yeah, the skeletons begin to, as you get close to them, they begin to hiss a little bit as though bright light is touching them, and they begin to almost boil as they in proximity to you, and they back up and fall back. So they're trying to be out of your burning aura to them.
Okay.
So is it worth us ransacking his alcoves while Ingvar at least holds off his creatures?
Yeah, I wonder if it's maybe the hair, having the feather in the hair is what's doing it, because Herrenby didn't have that.
Yeah,
So
that was
I'm tempted
different,
to test that theory. Yeah. Maybe I'll try that. I'll put a feather in my hair and move towards the skeletons as well.
The dwarves are watching us just go back and forth like, what the hell are these idiots doing?
This is how you delve, boys. This is how you delve, boys. Come on.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. The feather is working. It's keeping them at bay. So you can imagine that they will never be able to get to close range with you. They always seem to be falling back to near range. Like
And none of them have ranged weapons or anything.
no, they're skeleton guardians.
Okay. So there you go, my dwarven friends. The feathers do work.
That's some info for you. What are you going to trade for that?
Yeah. Well, you just kind of gave it to them for free, watching you experiment. They don't reply to you. Instead, they're kind of just like, okay. In fact, now that they finished whatever they're doing, you can see kind of like 6 of them are cautiously coming your way, no weapon in hand, kind of showing like, hey, we're coming close, but we're not trying to mess with you. In the meantime, by my calculations, you are, since the start of this fight, you've spent about 4 rounds in here, in the alcoves.
That's about right.
Are we still in initiative here? Or are we?
Yeah. We're remaining in combat initiative. Like while
Sorry.
my turn, the skeletons are just going to be like, I pass because they can't get close to you. But like, yeah, they're still present. Because like,
Do we just want to back out now that we've proved feathers to ourselves and just shut the gate before we negotiate?
And
Okay.
parlay with the dwarves for a little bit. Let's find out where they've been. And
I'm wondering if a couple of us could just search the alcoves while the rest parlay.
yeah, if you guys want to do that, if you want to speed things up, we could do that.
Yeah, I mean, you've got Holy Aura.
Yeah, they'll stay away from us. So we can just kind of move around and search things.
yeah.
Is my thinking.
So, Ingvar's happy to search through alcoves while the others talk to dwarves. If you want, though, he's going to be quite. I think something that we've not tested is, does the feather have to be facing them? I'm just thinking if Ingvar turns to an alcove and starts rummaging through it, other skeletons going to stab him in the back.
Well, maybe Argo and Ingvar should do this as a little unit. As many people as
Like
can do.
back to
We only need a couple of people to talk to the dwarves, right? Or even, I don't know, Heronby's the most charismatic, so I don't know if...
Yeah,
I'll stay and
he's
talk.
limping a little bit. I think
And he's
he'll
limping.
take a step back from the skeletons. But we could send Knut and Bellcarver to search as well.
Yeah, the 2 retainers, yeah.
okay, so I'm kind of losing a bit of the plot of where exactly everybody is right now. Can I get an positional audit between who's behind what portcullis, who's behind, that kind of stuff, right?
So I think Kalamanos and Heronby are in the portcullis room. Ingvar and Argo, again, correct me if I'm wrong, anyone. Ingvar and Argo and Knut and Bellcarver are going to try and search some of these alcoves while these skeletons seem
Sure.
quiet. I guess Bando will be with us, and I think that just leaves Galil.
I'll-
I think what's
Yeah,
Galil's
I'll
doing.
be in the portcullis room, chatting it up with the dwarves.
Right. Sorry. Okay. Let me give you a little. I'm gonna change tack just real quick and give you actually a little bit of mapping because you're here, and I don't think I described it. After this northern plus sign where my mouse is, there's another plus sign intersection, mirroring these ones, to the north of there, and then this hallway extends out as far as your torchlight goes, and then beyond, sensibly.
These must connect up, surely. These two.
Yeah, are these supposed to connect?
Yeah, there's an extra 10 feet. There's 20 feet before the plus sign intersection. Unlike the, you have it right so far where there's a 10 feet difference, and then that last one up there is a 20-foot difference.
Like this.
Yeah. Remind me again, what does your secret sight do? Can you read it to me? Kalmanos?
Sure. It's for the spell's duration, you can see all invisible and hidden things as though they were plainly visible. This spell does not allow you to see in a way that you could not normally, such as in darkness or through walls. So it doesn't give me X-ray vision or infravision, but it lets me see invisible and hidden things as though they were plainly visible.
Okay. All right. Kalamanos, at the very periphery of your vision, there is a solid wall moving towards you all at a glacial pace.
Ooh.
It is blocking the torchlight and it is coming your way. No one else sees this wall.
To the which way? So from the west.
Yeah, from the west, coming east down this hallway.
Right. Okay. I'm going to shout out a warning to my compatriots. And how the speed it's traveling? Can I estimate how long it's going to be before it reaches them?
Yeah, 2 turns. Basically 2 move actions.
Okay, so I'm gonna shout at one and say, my vision's picking up something, guys. I can see at the end of that corridor, there's something moving towards you slowly. It looks like a wall. I reckon it's going to be. I think you've only got a small amount of time. Maybe you've got time to look through these alcoves, but then you're gonna have to get out of there.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen when it reaches you.
Everyone else just sees an empty hallway.
Okay, I've got some iron spikes. I'll just take one of them out and chuck it in the direction of this wall.
Sure. The skeletons don't react, as you do this. And someone else was searching an alcove, correct?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
I think Canute and Bellcarver are searching alcoves as well.
Oh, 2 people did. Okay, well, one of them.
I think three people are.
Okay, then I have to do my rolls 2 more times. One person who searches finds a holy symbol of Thoth, made of silver.
Nice.
All right. Another person finds nothing. All right, and the other person finds nothing. So only this one slot, holy symbol of Thoth.
Does Argo want to take that if he's got room?
Yep, I can take it.
Cool.
The wall. The wall slowly, methodically advances.
Did anything happen? Yeah, did anything happen with the spike?
It's going to hit the It's going to go into the caltrop. Hang on.
Oh, I guess I should have been clear. What I wanted to do was to chuck the spike hard enough that it would hit this invisible wall.
Yeah. You lose. Yeah. The caltrop does not ricochet, and you lose sight of the caltrop.
Okay. So, just chuck it. Don't hear anything.
I would say Kalamanos' vision clearly sees a caltrop in the wall, just floating, suspended in the air.
Okay. I'm going to say I think it's time to move back into this room, guys, before this thing. I know you can't see it, but it's very strange that the thing you threw, Ingvar, is this kind of caught in the wall or the field or the whatever it is. But I don't think it'll be good if it touches any of you.
Okay, let's all back up.
Yeah.
Should we shut the portcullis or should we leave it open and watch?
I say once we're all inside, just shut it. I mean,
I think we should shut it. We should still be able to see through it.
Yeah.
Okay. As you all disperse, the skeletons disperse as well, and Kalamanos, your vision, and you. Hold on, let me roll a quick thing, see what happens. Actually, it's important. Okay, you're fine. You watch as this wall, proceeds to this intersection where you all were only a couple moments before stopping and pausing and going north as though, and you see this wall is 10 feet wide and 10 feet long before going north.
Oh
again.
my god, I think I know what it
You
is.
could say.
And then the wall
we all
disappears.
see?
Yeah.
Do we all see the iron spike?
From the light, you all see there's a floating iron spike as it just goes north.
Well, that's quite useful. We can at least see where.
Yeah.
At least see it coming now.
You can see hidden things.
That's true.
And these things are they're what you expect, and they're not invisible per se. So that's why I think it was a
Very well.
valid use of the
camouflaged.
spell. Yeah.
Nice. Well, that would have been bad.
Yeah, lucky. I
Yeah.
never know when to use that spell, but yeah.
I think how clean you would be afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah. All the I would also say all of the alcove dust that you all were rooting through is gone as well.
Okay. So when I talk to these,
this-
when I talk to these dwarves, what are the dwarves? How are the dwarves reacting to all this?
Yeah. Well, the dwarves, I don't think really see that from this distance, right? Or put that together as they're more focused on ye.
Okay.
Yep. So the dwarves will introduce themselves as the Band of Diorite.
The band of Diorite.
Yeah.
Good dwarfy name. Very stony.
Yeah. Rock and Stone Brothers.
What brings them to Arden?
Don't know you that well enough to share that. But don't worry, it's not for anything like you.
Where have you found anything interesting in the?
We seek aid with our
on this level?
we seek aid and magic against our mortal enemies. Is that enough?
Yeah. I had a friend.
Thanks.
I had a friend like that.
Yeah.
I knew a dwarf.
They look they look to
She
Argo
died.
as well.
She died.
Mm.
Sadly.
You seek magic. I thought you didn't trust magic.
They look at you and says, "We trust magic from dwarves." And then the lead another one of them chimes up and says, "Veldrick, no. They seem smart. Look, they have one of us with them."
Not talking to me.
Yeah.
That's funny because Argo, he is dumb as rocks. Like he has a really low intelligence score. So
Right. Where have you been so far?
So seen a lot of statues. Spoken to some halflings. We've scrabbled about the ruins a little bit, but it's tough. It's tough in Ardenville, right?
Aye.
How long have you been in the city?
About a week now.
Week. Yeah.
No.
Sure.
Not all the time down here, of course.
Oh.
Huh.
You been to the Broken Head?
No, we come up from Gosterwick. Don't trust that place.
Oh.
So we don't trust the halflings. Despite
Oh, right. Yeah.
we were looking for an extra exit. We have no intentions of giving them over our share. And don't get any someone else's, and also don't get any ideas from us either.
Hey, no, we're in the same boat, my friend.
Yeah.
We resent every coin we give them.
They're treacherous.
Sadly, we've not found any other routes down here. I mean, if you found anything else, maybe we could work together.
Aye. There's more halfling activity to the north. That's why we barred them in. Won't hold long, but there's also a bit of some undead up there, but I'm sure the halflings can handle it. They laugh. Basically, they clearly have screwed over whatever halfling group was up there with some undead, and they just closed the door on them.
Oh right,
Amazing.
You were
I
with
love
halflings.
them.
Was there a lot of halflings up there, or?
No, nah. We wouldn't risk such retaliation if we expected to get any.
So they're trusting you with this secret. This is as far as much as the dwarves are going. That they screwed over the halflings.
Now,
Yeah.
what meat can you share with us?
Hmm.
We take it you are not fond of the halflings.
No, we're not friends with them.
Aye.
I mean, I suspect I share your suspicions. The Broken Head Inn. I suspect the
Aye.
proprietors there maybe have some connection with them. They seem to be the only ones who have the time for them.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard any rumors like that.
No, no doubt. That's why we do not trust them. They are absolutely in economic cahoots.
But,
Non-coercive.
we've not had much luck on the surface finding other routes in. We've lost party members as well,
Yeah.
sadly, on
The-
different excursions. We heard about merchants going up that short stair,
Yeah.
but there was a bust. There was nothing there.
Oh. Short stair?
Yeah, you know.
Is that the one with
Other
the blue shield, the Azure Knights? The one with the writ? That short stair?
Yeah, that's that one. Yeah,
Long
that's
stair.
that stair. Yeah, those stairs.
Yeah, we didn't go in there.
Yeah,
Any-
we didn't go in there ourselves. We saw there was a writ up there, and I know
Yeah.
we don't want to mess with the Azure
But-
shields, right? Just asking for trouble.
Aye. That's why we came up here all the way to the temple. Though, no doubt they found something interesting in there. At least,
In there, or the knights did. Have you heard anything about what they found in there? I wonder why they took an interest in it.
no. Well, it's probably just a new entrance. Based on my accounts,
this is the lead fighter of the group saying,
based on my accounts, looks like some sort of blast blew open some sort of door there.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Rest in peace, whoever was in the way of that door. You know.
yeah. There's no way anyone walked away from that, right?
But seen the beastmen? Seen their patrols? How many have you lost?
The beastmen. We've killed a few beastmen. Yeah.
They've lost more than we've lost.
They look around like.
Ingvar points at his filthy, smelly armor and says, "You see this?
Yeah. Oh
Got
yeah.
it from a beast man."
Ah. Well done.
yeah, they look at you all, then I'd be like, oh, okay. And the fact that you haven't lost anybody or as prisoners or anything like that.
Would you like my unsolicited advice?
I'm happy to hear any advice.
Yeah. If you're ever captured by them, find a way to kill yourself.
Dead serious.
Really, I can't imagine it's.
They
Our
won't.
torches run out.
No, I will not explain.
Okay. Our torch just ran out. So I don't know if we just
Good.
plunged into darkness there.
No, they have a torch up, so you're not.
They have a torch,
but-
okay.
And this room is naturally lit, right? The statue room?
No, the natural lit is the feather room.
Ah,
There's light up there. Yeah, the only reason why I'm reminding you is because you can physically see the light from here. So that's all. So you're asking a lot of questions, and they're feeling like they're not getting a lot of answers from you all.
Yeah, I'm just not sure.
Yeah.
How much information we should be telling them really about other places.
Course.
I'm not sure. Have they got any specific things that they want to
You hate
know?
to be-
Like, have
yeah.
they-
Well, yeah, they want to figure out your allegiances. Like,
So you hate the beastmen. You hate the halflings.
You hate the halflings. You hate the beastmen. We're suspicious of the pit of the.
Have you
broken
thrown your
head.
lot? Have you thrown your lot in with the goblins?
We haven't met any goblins yet, I have to say.
They
Well-
haven't met the goblin. Like they're like everyone's looking around me like you haven't met the goblins.
No.
The hell?
Where
Where
are
have
the
you been?
Maybe
How
that's,
many?
maybe that's our next stop.
Don't trust them.
No, we don't trust anyone here, friend.
They'll sell you over to the Setites. Then they wait a second and they're like, now like their brains are clicking and they realize, like they immediately start drawing back. From you.
Hey! We got nothing to do with Setites, friend. If that's what you're thinking, and we don't know associations with Setites.
You're shallow on friends for being so confident down here.
Who are your friends? If you don't trust the halflings or the beastmen or the goblins or the Setites or us.
Touche, Norsemen. and they look at each other. They're like, Aye.
You say not to trust the goblins, or they'll sell you over to the Setites. Could you trust the goblins if it was screwing over the halflings? The halflings didn't seem to be friends
God,
with the
no.
goblins.
Absolutely not. We've heard reports, though, that there are other beings down below. But getting there has been proven difficult. Have you heard of the trolls? The arena? The inn for the broken? We seek that for more of our answers.
We've heard rumors of anyone, yeah. But we're not. We're no more wise than you as to where it is at the moment.
I think Galil will pop up at the mention of the troll and be like, well, we did see that really big throne. Like, maybe a troll could sit there.
What was where
They
was
look-
that? Oh, it's
In the
I was in
mushroom cavern.
in the mushroom caverns, yeah.
There was that body
The Great
as well,
Cavern.
right? It was like
Yeah.
a
Oh,
skeleton
yeah,
or
the
something.
Probably
big
not-
giant body.
Problem is, I've already lied to them, but we didn't go in there, so I'm not.
Yeah, you should definitely keep your story straight. If there's somebody that would figure that out, it would be these dwarves.
I wonder if
Anyone
we
social?
should mention the basement entrance that the halflings are currently barricaded up, and
Yeah,
because
I thought
maybe
we
we can
thought-
kind of put them on that trail.
Yeah, well, we could do. I sort of don't want them finding the privy though. But I was also thinking, like, yeah, if they, we could tell them about the basement entrance. What's the worst that's going to happen is that they're going to probably get into a. But now, yeah, I'm wondering if there are halflings to the north here. They've met halflings to the north, right?
Or do you want to
'Cause-
keep telling them about the mushroom cave? Because it kind of goes with the troll story.
Yeah, but then the problem
But-
is I've lied to them now. We didn't go in there. Now if I
No,
say,
no, no.
actually, we did go in there.
It was a misunderstanding of the question. You thought they meant here in the temple. Where have you been?
Yeah, but I mentioned that. But I specifically said we were up the stairs, right? And then they asked me about the writ, and I said, "Well, we saw the writ, but we didn't go in." I don't know. I think they're going to see.
Oh
from
yeah,
that.
that's the Beastman entrance. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it's. I don't think. Yeah. If I hadn't said that, it wouldn't be harmful to say that to them because they're not going to go in there. But anyway, we can't. I don't know. We can't really have this discussion while we're talking to them, can we? Yeah. So.
We could mention the goat men. I mean, we don't really have anything useful, but
Yeah, we've spoken with Goatman, but
The rejects of Dino? Of the Beastmen? Why would you ever trust them? Have you seen them? Of course they are.
No, you're right, my friend. But they did help us a little bit. All our friends died, and we had to track down what happened to them.
What got your friends? Setites?
No, Lizardmen.
Oh, good. They died a quick death then.
Yeah, they fight. I wouldn't recommend going up against any lizard folk. They move fast and they're ruthless.
I think
Um,
Argo would have to
yeah.
mention that he has sworn that he will see them.
Oh yeah, Argo was there. Of
Return what
course.
was
Yeah.
taken. Yeah.
Ah,
Um,
that's a good oath. We'll remember that. But these people must meant, your fallen comrades must have meant something to you.
You mentioned Nightwind.
ooh, I think he would, to be honest. It's sort of like
Calamaris is glaring at him, but anyway.
he's too stupid to not.
You may not know this, but that is a weapon forged by great Zorak.
Great Zorak, is that a
Dwarf.
god that we know, or a dwarf? Oh no. Okay. Argo probably knows that.
Yeah.
Does he? Maybe he might know that.
No, they're giving you deep lore
Okay.
about the origins
But
of
it's
these
lost-
weapons.
It's lost now.
Yeah.
Found and lost
Mhm.
again.
Only temporarily.
There's other great magics and weapons made by him here.
Other spears?
Don't despair. Spears, axes, swords, armors. He's equipped only the greatest of the humans.
But no dwarves or elves?
He's confused by the question.
You said he equipped the greatest of
Sorry.
humans.
Sorry, perhaps I don't understand Arcontian culture. Did they start letting demi-humans join the Imperial Tagmatas?
I don't know.
Then yes.
I was stuck in
Yeah.
school. So he was a
He's-
weapon master for the military.
Hi. How are you all?
They're all lamenting that you don't know about Zorak. Quietly to themselves.
Well,
That's like going to you don't know George Washington, like something like they're like what the hell?
if that spear was an example of his work, then he must have been
Yeah.
a fine smith indeed, a mighty smith.
Surely you know you have your own history of Marius Invictus, the Great.
Oh, of
Conqueror?
course, conqueror of Arden Vol. Oh, yes.
Who do you think made his weapons, his armors?
Zorak, I'm guessing.
Aye. Sorry. Feel like we're getting too chummy. Feel like we should.
I feel like we got a connection
Really?
here. I think did I catch your? Did we catch? Did we exchange names? I'm Kalamanos, by the way.
Liort. This is
Lior.
Halstead.
Lord Halstead. Well met. Well met indeed. I'm sorry we don't have more information for you. Hopefully what we've said has been of some use. Perhaps we can...
You don't know another way out of to the surface.
We have suspicions there might be another way. But we don't
Aye,
know
so do
where
we.
they're-
You both seem to be dancing around that we both might have a theory. No one wants to share it. It's really awesome.
What interests me, my friend, is that you say you have encountered halflings to the north of here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And
An expansion.
I'll tell you this. Okay. A couple of weeks ago, we thought we found a cellar, and we suspected it might lead to this level. But before we could properly explore it, these very same halflings had blocked it up, trapped it, and we fought with them briefly. And we did kill one of the number, actually. I'll tell you that as well. And we've been avoiding coming down here because we were worried at how they'd react. But we've had no other luck finding any other entrances. But I have a suspicion that maybe if you found halflings to the north of here and these halflings are expanding out from where they are now, possibly that cellar we found connects somehow.
Well, we found no staircase to the north. It must be somewhere else.
Found no staircases to the north.
Just
They
halflings
explored the whole
and
of the-
halflings and strange skeletal baboons.
But the halflings have concealed a ladder or a...
They're too stupid to do that. We could detect such primitive stonework.
Of course, of course.
No, I assure you, there's nothing there.
My god has, as you actually, I don't know if they really saw the thing of the
Yeah.
door, but my god has ways of letting me see hidden things. There's a secret passage up there. Possibly I could find it.
Well, be our guest. Just make sure that no halfling makes it back.
Well, with that I agree. Maybe if we... You say you're based in Gosterwick?
Aye.
I don't know. Maybe if there's an opportunity to get one over on these halflings at some point, maybe we could talk again.
We could do that. We could talk.
But thanks, friend, for the information. I appreciate it. I understand that everyone here is wary. It's a dangerous place, and people want to keep their cards close to their chest, but I appreciate your candor.
You haven't gone east from here, have you?
Not yet.
Okay. I think we're going to head off east.
Interesting.
East from the way you blocked, or east from the central room?
The central room.
There were a lot of halflings barricaded up by that entrance, so...
Sorry, no, I'm sorry, I misspoke. East, from behind, from the... So this area, they're going to head off this
Where they
way.
were locking the doors and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
They locked the door to the north, only.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's actually, I think, where we were going to be heading to, if you want to travel together.
We could do that. How many light sources do you have?
2.
Enough.
We won't be sharing.
Fair enough. We come prepared.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, we can travel together.
Gets a canoe and Belcarver's got another torch. I don't know if
I've got a lantern and my light spell. Also.
Okay.
All right. To give you a grand total of the band that you're going with, because I didn't have a chance to roleplay every single person here, there are 5. 5 folks.
Old
Leo.
dwarves.
They don't comment on the dead dwarf in the body, out here that you all
I
looted.
forgot about him.
Yeah.
Forgot about him.
They don't know them.
Different
Okay.
clan, maybe?
Some other adventurer.
So is it the leader was Leolt? Was that his name?
Yeah.
And Halstead, and do the others offer their names or?
No. I don't think they will. They'll be quiet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Leolt and Halstead Diorite are the sort of 2 names to really know. There's 3 other dwarves with them as well. But they don't have that noble demeanor that these 2 that I just described do.
Oh, please lead on, Leolt.
Okay. So we're gonna move on.
Yeah.
We did shut the portcullis.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Let me give you the dimensions of the room that you're going to enter. This is going to be a 20 by 30 square rectangular room. It is longer than it is wide. There is a hallway descending to the south, 40 feet, and terminates at a door from that room as well. In addition to the north, there is a set of double doors that are directly in the middle of that room. Sorry. Past this door, there should be a 30-foot hallway, and then you enter this room. That's why things are looking weird.
Right.
I literally just skipped right over that. My bad. There's a 30-foot hallway, and there was a door that they will proceed to open. And this room is illuminated, just like the other rooms have been. Some sort of ambient magic from long ago. This place is plastered with images of basically just ibis heads. And they're all kind of staring towards the center of the chamber. Basically those doors. Those double doors are these elaborate bronze doors. On the doors are not just ibises. There are baboons, humans, scrolls, as well as not like magnifying glasses, but like other strange devices, like alchemy, like equipment. Your
really
alembics, square scrolls, stuff like that. A sailing ship, like normal stuff you put on a door. There is definitely a keyhole and lock.
We don't have any thieves in the party today, do we?
No.
The dwarves don't have a thief.
The dwarves do have a thief, and they will attempt it. Okay. Oh, actually be okay. Well, they will get it for the first try. Fiddling. So this is one of the unnamed dwarves who has a chain full of locks and keys and is trying different tools here for the right lock. He describes how this keyhole is huge. What is with the old humans and large keyholes? Compensating. You make mechanisms so much smaller. As he's fooling around with it.
They weren't as talented as the dwarven engineers.
And he does the classic like plumber shit where he like wipes his hands and he's like, good news and bad news. It's unlocked. But the door is stuck. I can't do anything about that.
Ingvar?
Yeah. Ingvar will give it a try. He only has a +1 strength modifier though, so if anyone has a
What is it?
better.
I think Argo's stronger, right?
I'm quite strong. I've got +3 with grit as well, so I'll definitely give it a heave ho.
Cool. You have time. You have the tools. Your what's the mighty hues, as well as your technique. So normal necessary for you to pry this door open if you're cool with taking a turn.
Yeah, I think so.
As you begin to pry open this door, dust begins to pour into the room from as though there's dust backed up to the door, right? So as you begin to open it, it's not like Scrooge McDuck's tidal wave of dust, it's not like a tidal wave of dust. It's just like from the bottom of the base of the door, right? It's nothing like insane, but there's definitely a heavy amount of dust that pours out in this room as you begin to pry it open. In fact, this whole room is coated in dust as I describe the dimensions. So keep this in mind. It is a 30 by 40 rectangle. Wider than it is tall.
Is it tall? Okay.
Yeah, wider than it is tall. At the north side, this would be the top left corner of this 30 by 40 rectangle. there is a definitely a door that's also covered with dust, like backed up to it. Plain door, wood, an iron banded. But on the far side, there seems to be almost like a hallway of some sorts that is extending down. But also, that's all covered in dust. You can see all around this room that there is some sort of trash and things in chambers. Like this clearly was some sort of like maybe guard room or administrative kind of area. But there's no footprints in the dust. There's nothing here in the dust except for just like pure, it's like kind of like maybe like a crumpled helmet would probably be there. And
before
sorry.
we do this, Calamanus is. I don't
No,
know if you.
I misspoke. I don't know. Sorry. I actually misspoke. There is something in here that would be worth to flagging. There are bones in the middle.
Yeah, because
A skeleton.
Calamanus' spidey sense of tingling. Because when we came down the stairs, we literally read some graffiti that said Gregor was brave,
Yes.
but the dust took him.
This could be Gregor in the middle of the room.
Bando, it's your time to shine again.
The walls are all very pretty. They're a very, very nice, gentle aqua green. The paint here is incredibly old, as almost untouched by time. The hallway off of this room does not extend directly across. It actually extends from the opposite the opposite diagonal corner of the door. So it's actually the bottom right. It extends to the south. All right. So, anyways, you want the halfling to try to grab the body
Yeah.
with a
Yeah, hook it.
okay. Okay. It sounds like a two halfling, a double grappling hook job. Oh boy. Okay.
You're the expert, Bando.
Yeah. All right. Bando's gonna toss them with expertise, given time, and latch onto them, and he begins to drag the body. And he begins to tug on it. As he begins to tug on it, the dust begins to move, like more than just the body, as though like a breeze has started in the room.
Do we feel a breeze out here?
No, it's a breeze contained inside this room. The dwarves are all like, what the? Stop it, halfling. Don't move it.
I just
Stop
wanna-
moving.
Yeah, I'm going to get ready that if it's looking like it's going to try and come into the room that we're in, I want to try and like shove the door shut.
Sure. So, two things. Two things will happen. One is if you stop moving the body, you do see underneath the body there is a very, very pretty halberd.
Come on, Bando, why didn't you aim for that?
Keep dragging it. There's a
Didn't know
halberd.
it was there. Can't aim it if you can't see it. And the wind's picking up, but he's like, I stopped. I could reel it in. They're stuck to it.
Just pull the bones in and go fishing again.
Okay. He'll spend. All right. I'll assume that's almost like a round of hold on, stop. It's dusty. It's the wind's picking up. He stops. The dwarves are telling him to stop, ordering him to stop. Be like, this isn't good. This can't be right. What do you all do? Maybe they're naturally. Cowards.
Calamanus wants to start chanting again to see if he can see anything in this room.
Sure.
Hidden, manifesting. That passes.
Nothing but the wind. The wind continues to escalate. In fact, I believe any exposed light source at this point, I think I will call for a 1 in 6 chance of being extinguished.
Okay, I'll roll for a
The-
bell carver.
I'll roll for the dwarves.
Bell carver's okay.
Our lights are okay. Dust is beginning to get spread into this room as you're pulling the body as
Ando,
well.
calm down. Wait for the dust to
Right.
settle, then pull more.
I barely touched it. I didn't do. You know, he's like, it's not me. It's not me. It's the dust. I don't. You know. Anytime I touch it, it moves, and it's. He's not sure what to do. You do it. Like I.
Just gonna. Oh yeah. I don't know.
What do you think? Should we give it a big pull to get it back, and then toss it for the hook for the great sword or the halberd, and then pull it back real quick?
I think if we've got to do it, it has to be extremely fast. Like we could try and race the dust and then just slam the door. Otherwise, I've got a feeling it's going to start really kicking on and getting into the room.
It's like easily like a 10-kilometer wind of dust, right? Like it's not insignificant. Not going to blow you over or anything like that, but like it's clearly like windy. You're not suffocating or nothing like that, right? Okay. So I think the way
yeah. I was gonna say we should try and get it. If something comes through, I don't know if it comes through the doors, we can retreat south, right?
Or go back
So
west because we know what's west.
Or
We've just come from west.
we're not being through that corridor south, but I'm thinking we could lead it to the halflings, right?
Yeah. All right.
If it's a wind of some kind, I don't know.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Cool. All right. So here's what's going to happen. You pull the corpse through the door, and the corpse lurches for a moment before jumping back down. But the dust that's all under it begins to quickly spread into your room. It's almost flowing like downhill, despite there not gravity and things as it's flushing in. I need initiative checks because I need to know what you all like. There's a question of speed here.
Yeah.
The dwarves are like, told you to stop meddling.
God.
Ugh, 6.
And
I rolled on my end 50-50 of what this thing will be targeting. And I did roll you all. So I need to roll a d8 of who the bad thing happens to. In DCC, I'd be like, who has the lowest luck? In this game, I'm just going to roll a d8. And I'm going to go through the order of that I have in my Dramatis Personae list in my notes. Goes on Knut. Okay. The dust flies off of Knut, or flies off of the body and begins to circle around Knut, who's like trying to shake it off, and he's like, "What the hell?" You know, like he's cursing in all languages that he knows. Get it off of me! Help me! And anywhere he moves, it follows him like bees, you know, or like wasps. Cool. The dust continues to pour through this room. It's getting more and more, and he begins to choke. Can you roll a Constitution test for me for Knut?
Sure.
Okay. He will then begin to take damage. Takes 1 point of damage.
Okay.
Is he okay?
Yep. Not for long.
Okay. To everyone else, it's almost like a tornado of dust is surrounding and engulfing him.
But is there still a lot of dust in the big room?
Yes, it's continuing to grow. All right, my turn's over.
Are we acting in initiative order? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, the dwarves. The dwarves are gonna leave you, frankly. You know what I mean? We told you to close the. This is what you get for not listening to us. They're gonna bail.
I think Galamanos and Belkov are gonna. Where are they bailing to?
Ooh, they're gonna bail the way they came. So they're gonna bail to the west.
Okay, I think Galamanos and Belkov will follow them.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody has that gust of wind spell.
No, Elion's not here. It's the third time where I've been like, oh, if only Elion was here.
Okay. Ed's gone. MK. What is Gloden?
I kind of want to run into the room and down one of the corridors, but you said there's just still like an endless amount of dust in there.
Yeah, and again, the wind is torrentially picking up. To run in there with a light source, I would have to ask you to make a test to see if it gets extinguished.
Be like, Knut, run west, and then I'll start heading south.
Knut's basically blinded by the dust surrounding them.
Can push him with my staff the direction.
Yeah.
But yeah, is this door to the south shut?
Can you do me a favor? Can you roll a d6 and don't roll a 2 or a 1? No.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
shut. It's a normal door.
Then I'll just try to open it and then run down here.
Yep, you can open it just fine. Everyone else is like a whipping storm of dust brewing right now. It's escalating and rising.
I want to try and shove the door shut. See if I can cut it off.
Yeah. Okay. I will require a strength check here, given that time is now a factor.
Okay. Will I get advantage from grit?
Absolutely. This is a 15 difficulty. You gotta do the keep highest
did I do it
1.
wrong?
Yeah. You have to do 2d20,
yeah,
keep
yeah.
highest 1 plus the modifier. I don't think you can edit it and
Oh, the edit
check it.
doesn't work. Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
You roll. Yeah. Good
I
enough.
got it anyway.
Okay. You're able to.
Oh,
you
that didn't
manage-
even roll the advantage. Whatever.
Yeah, you gotta put a 2 in front of it. But yeah, you managed to shut the door. However, there's still plenty of dust that has escaped into this room. But you also have to say goodbye to whatever that shiny halberd was.
For now.
Yeah.
And then I guess I'll he said to go. I'll go south.
Sure.
Yeah, south down into the hallway.
What about are you controlling Bando? Who's controlling Bando?
You are.
I was nuts.
My notes have you as Bando. I have
Me?
Bellcarver. I have Bellcarver and Bando played by you.
Oh, I'm controlling both of them. Okay, well,
I
Bando's
guess so,
gonna
yeah.
come with me as well.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Yeah, Hermby's gonna head south as well.
Just leave him for dead. I can't believe you guys. Just leave this guy for dead. This is shocking.
There's not much we can do. What you want to?
Yeah.
You
How do
want
you
to
fight
slash
dust?
at it with a sword? Magic
obviously
missile
not.
of dust.
I've left, but you guys, I thought you guys had gotten
Yeah.
the solution. Don't worry.
Okay, how about this?
Knut's no longer
Everybody-
screaming for help. He can't, he's choking.
As everybody's backing away, he's
Yeah.
going to try and sing his fascinating song, and try and like sing a song of peaceful summer weather with pastoral halfling scenes, not breath of wind on the air, and see if he can fascinate the dust.
What's the maximum level it affects?
Level 4 or less.
Okay. The damn dust subsides.
Terrible.
Throwing
Begins
Knut
swaying in
to the
time with the
ground.
music.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Knut's gasping as the air begins to die, and the dust tries to retreat to the door but can't. Or at least it's the wind. Yeah, it goes to a gentle breeze rather than a tempest.
Okay, it's fascinating. There's 4 verses to this song. We can either use that time to run away, or someone wants to try and get the door open, grab the halberd, and then get out again.
Yeah, we might have time to do that now.
You have to spend. Someone has to open the door again, though. Remember, you shut it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we have.
We've got 4 rounds. That's how long the fascination lasts.
I think we can do that, assuming there's no more dust that's not fascinated.
Okay, so on his turn, Ingvar's going to move to the door and try to yank it open.
Right. All right. I will require a roll for this, given time is a constraint.
Yep, I get advantage from grits.
15.
No.
Token, luck token.
Luck token, yes, I'll spend that.
All right. You full reroll.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, good use of luck token.
Muscle strain, he rips the door open.
Yeah.
Where is the halberd? Is it like
Middle of
near
the room.
door? Middle of, okay, gonna
Yeah.
dart in. If I can move there and grab it, I will do that.
You will.
Great.
Yeah.
You want to run down one of the other hallways with the other door?
Might not be a way back.
Oh, you might not have light either.
Oh, yeah. Hang on. Yeah.
I kind of do, but for metagaming reasons, I will not, because I know where those go. So I'm just going to run back into the Ibis head room.
This room, yeah, the room that you're in right there, the Ibis Head room, does have continual light, if you recall. So you can see there and some distance into the open bronze door rooms, which is why I'm not that super keen about it. But yeah.
Yeah, I'll just grab the awesome-looking halberd and dash back.
Yeah, you jump over the skeletal body to grab this incredible halberd.
How many slots is an awesome halberd?
I think just one.
Okay.
Does someone want to check the body?
It was just pure bones, right?
Is it just bones? It's not like
No,
like-
it had armor and some stuff on its pack there, right? But its flesh and everything that was all dissolved.
Grab
Check
it
the
while
pack.
we run.
I guess. Yeah, grab the pack and run.
If I can also grab the pack, I'll do that on my way out, and then I guess I'll head west.
Ah, Ingvar, you got the halberd. I
You're
knew you'd
taking it
do
to
it.
the dwarves?
Should we all go, like, if everyone's going west, let's go west.
Yeah, we should regroup.
I'll back out last, pulling the door shut behind me.
Okay. So you're still performing though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Placating it.
I'll still be performing until I've got at least 2 shut doors between me and it.
Okay. We also have like a 5-minute playtime warning.
Yeah.
we need to hustle back.
Good timing.
Yeah.
What the halfling's going to want? What's in the pack before we start?
Oh,
What's in the
let me.
halflings again?
Yeah, I got to jump back to. Sorry, just a moment. This doesn't count against your thing. Okay. Leather armor. There is a signet ring. Made of gold. And that's it.
Okay, would someone like to hide that ring so the halflings don't charge us for it?
Mm-hmm.
Should we head off then? We've got a few minutes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. This room connects to the main central room.
Mm-hmm.
All this hubbub has definitely drawn halfling attention.
We found those damn dwarves.
Mm.
Up to no good. Up to no good. As usual.
Uh,
You know dwarves. Present company accepted, Argo.
Well, how did you all do for your first delve? Let's see your packs.
Sadly, not very well.
Not very well. Yeah, bad luck.
Tough out there.
Yeah, we hear that a lot. All right.
I bet you do.
They're not gonna. Can we imply that Ingvar and the folks who went also return?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Rather than going over everything, tell me if you're intending to hide anything at this point, and we can slightly retcon and say that like, hey, you tried to, you have position to try to hide something.
I think the signet ring and maybe the coin pouch, just mix it in with all our other stuff. It's not like they did a...
We found 2
They did.
potions as well.
Yeah, but...
Well,
And the leather armor and the holy symbol.
How big is the
and this
holy
halberd,
symbol?
of course.
And the halberd, yeah. Yeah, we're not
Just
hiding
one
the
pack.
halberd, they would have seen that.
The holy symbol was probably the size of a small dinner plate.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I was like, probably not gonna be able to hide that in the beard.
No.
Yeah. Also, on the leather armor, I don't have the slots to carry that, so if you want to bring that out as treasure, someone else has to have it.
I've got space, I'll carry it.
Oh, what a hero. Okay. Well, they're definitely going to flag that halberd. Can't really hide that as treasure. All right.
Yeah, and it's kind of obvious that it's new because I wasn't walking around with an awesome halberd when I came in.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I think they're going to open the bid here and be like, we'll just take that halberd off your hands and we'll call it even.
Hey, you can take 30% of the halberd if you want.
Sure, we'll take the top.
Yeah,
And we'll get.
What are you
We'll
estimating this halberd's worth?
about 30% of your find. Look at it; it's rubbish.
Say, offer them the pink vials and some money, and be like, "Yeah, this seems like 30%."
I'll tell you what, I'll throw in this potion
No deal.
of healing as well. I'll throw in this potion of healing as well, and I
No.
prefer them my urine potion.
No deal. You're either gonna have to give up the halberd now. If we want, we could run a combat. Or you can do a flee the dungeon. I think those are the stakes. You brought back. You clearly brought back like one extremely good item and kind of trash. So they're like they clearly want
we have to have money. Like
yeah.
They want 30% of the value, not 30% of all of the loot.
Yeah, they're not interested in it. They're changing the deal on you.
That's not good business there.
How many? How many halflings are there?
There's 6. But there's plenty of
Those more
backup as well.
probably.
Yeah.
We could yell for the dwarves.
The dwarves think we're idiots and wandered off. I'm not sure they'd come to help us.
Yeah.
Well, they're just impatient. They missed out on some good stuff. But
They did.
I don't think we're going to have to do a massive combat now at 10:30, just from a meta perspective.
yeah, no, we're not going to have time for it. But
Yeah.
Just either give up the halberd or be rolling a random table. But
How bad are the consequences on the random table?
you can die.
That's pretty bad. But we could die in a combat with the halfling, so I guess it's fair.
but die on a d20 or die on a d6.
Escape the dungeon.
D12.
It's a D12. You choose an ability and add its modifier. You add the number of torches the party possesses -1. You add the number of luck tokens the character possesses.
Oh, I like those odds.
Subtract 1 for each level below the first. Well, I don't know how we would know that, but I don't know how that works.
You're pretty close to the exit of the dungeon, right? All you have to do is basically get up these stairs.
Yeah. We've still got some luck tokens. We've got some torches.
Right, so you roll a D20. Actually,
But
you roll a D20. You roll a
I
D20
will say-
on a
Yeah.
12. Yeah, it's a D20 roll, but
Here's
Here's 12 things.
But I would say the modifier for risk is deadly, given the circumstances. You're not just like running away out of void. You're literally running away from an ensuing conflict, right?
And this means that when we come back next time, are they going to be like,
So
sorry
to be a pusher here. But no, the halflings will be absolutely not negotiate about this halberd. It's clearly fucking super valuable, and they want it.
Okay, I guess I'll hand it over, and it might be the subject of a vow to recover it, I'll think.
Yeah, there's that for sure. Think about it. Have a think about it. But that would work. Extremely generous of you to hand over such rubbish to us. It's like bigger, like Ross Kelly can't even use it. But nice. You just handed over a very powerful magic item. Or maybe it's cursed as you go home. It depends. You're sure it was cursed, and then you got the
grapes.
It killed the previous owner.
So
Yeah, Ingvar's thinking like, my foot is a bit sore. Maybe it's all the walking. Maybe it's the curse of the halberd setting in. I'm sure it will affect those halflings more now that they've got it.
yeah. Right. Rest of the treasure then. Inside that. So the signet ring. I'll just tell you, appraising wise, it's going to be it's 100 gold pieces, and the coin pouch of 100 coins is 44 50 gold pieces total, but it's 44 gold, 34 silver, and 20 copper, which I think comes out to what I just said.
And the clear and pink file, we just hold in on to them. Nobody's going to take a sip.
Yeah, I'd rather get them identified. Sipping away at them.
And,
But having said that, I do still have my antidote on me. I'll have a taste of the clear. I'll have a little taste of the clear one. See what that is. Okay.
You taste the clear one?
Yeah.
Can you make a con save for me, please?
Oh, for God's sake!
As your lungs lock up as you drink the poison.
Someone get ready to pour the healing potion down his throat.
Con save. What is my con? Sorry. Oh Christ! -1. Okay.
So 14. Hey, you pass.
Yeah.
Never doubted.
This is poison. Great.
Yeah.
maybe the pink one's the antidote that went with it. You want to test that one?
Yeah, I'll test that one as well because I still have my flask.
That one is not poison. It makes you feel discorporeal and bubbly and floaty.
Oh. Gaseous form, something like that.
Yeah, probably.
Could be.
You should fight the dust in your gaseous form.
I don't know who's actually got that, but
So
And-
then
The holy symbol?
that's worth 5 silver.
Oh, that's cheap. Okay.
Ugh.
might be better off holding on to it, to be honest.
Said it was the size of a dinner plate. What is it? Tin with a silver coating on it.
Yep. Almost exactly. All right. Let's see. You do get. I will give you experience for that last fight. That's fair. That was awesome. And well done by all. So that would be 4 plus 125. Actually 200. Bonus. Okay, so that would be 355 divided by 16 shares. All right, the NPCs all get 22 experience, and then everyone else gets 44. That's for gold, all the treasure, and monster experience fighting today. Oh, shit. No, it's not. I didn't include the 4 skeletons. So there should have been 40 on top of that. Okay, that's another 2. Everyone gets another 2
Cool.
experience.
46 was it? Yeah.
And we don't get any experience for finding the halberd if it was immediately taken.
No,
correct?
it's got to be recovered to safety.
Okay.
Also, it would be a magic item and not considered treasure.
True, yeah.
It is in safety. The safekeeping of the halflings.
Yeah. So, easy come, easy go, I guess.
Who's got the potion of gaseous form, by the way? Or what I
Yeah.
think's potion of gaseous form? Who took that?
Heronby?
I was carrying it, but if someone else wants to take it, that's fine. I feel like you stumped up all the money up
wanna-
front, so if Galamanos wants it, then
Okay, sure. I could prove.
Sneak in there. Yeah. Be a halfling, sneak in there, grab it, and gaseous form out. The classic move.
Oh,
Halberd just floating through the air.
No, it discorporeates with you.
Really?
Yeah, you're in your possession of that spell. Means everything just disappears and you just turn to a
Run in naked, loot their stockroom, and then run out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He must have some magical defenses in there.
All
These
right.
feathers take a slot, do they?
Yep, they do take a slot. Yep. They don't have a treasure value associated with them.
22. I've got to do the.
Perhaps they fade. Perhaps in sunlight they fade to dull. Maybe that's why they don't have a treasure value.
And Bando doesn't get experience, does he? No.
No, he does.
What is he? 20.
Yeah. 22
23.
Oh, okay.
or 23. Yeah, with the extra one.
23.
Yeah, 23. Loyalty checks for the end of the night. Can everyone roll? So for Bellcarver, Bando, and Canute. Actually, you know what? Canute. No, you have to roll for Canute. I'm like, on one hand, you saved his life. On the other hand, that would probably mean he never wants to adventure again with you. Like, I don't know. It's a wash. So just roll a 50-50. They're all 50-50. D20 is greater than 10. Means they're loyal to you. Which means they will be available.
Newt is so out. He's done.
Oh my god, he literally Canute will not work with you again. Yep.
You rolled a 1.
Yep.
Is
you
it
rolled
for
one.
each of us?
That's
No.
the second in a
This is
row.
one person. One
Yeah.
person just has to roll. All right. So then the 18 and 8. Okay. That would mean Bando's also upset about this, but he won't be available next time. But Bellcarver will be available for next Next session, guaranteed. Okay. That's what you all have to. If there's one thing I can ask, and I know I offload a lot to you all, remind me of loyalty checks at the end, and if you pass, the person's available for the next session. They're like, yeah, you're great. Let's keep this going. Right? We have a good thing. That's what that means.
Okay.
Rolling a 1 though means a little like.
That's the second one, and they're right.
In a situation, yeah, like, look, I won't say when you roll a 1 after a guy has like a rapport with you of like 5 sessions, they're gonna be like, I'm never working with you again. Like, you know, I'm ruling that, but like when 1 session with somebody, yeah, they're like, thanks, but no thanks. I'm gonna like we're gonna renegotiate terms and that kind of stuff, right? I'm not gonna go out with you. That kind of stuff. So
yeah. Sorry, what GP? What gold? How many gold pieces do we end up with in the end?
Oh, I did not do that.
XP. It was 150 GP.
There's 150, yeah, and 5, I think. Oh, yeah.
34 silver pieces, 24.
Yeah.
Oh, did we sell a similar FOF as well? Good point.
18 for PCs, 18 gold pieces for PCs, 9 for NPCs, and I didn't round up the silver or anything like that. 46. Okay. That's and 6 silver for you all, and 3 silver for the half NPCs.
Well, we nearly broke even.
Okay.
Maybe we get lucky on the carousing.
Yeah. But we'll have to do that in the Discord.
Yeah, sure.
Because we're well over time, and I know that Steve is actually transforming into a pumpkin as we speak.
Yes, yeah. Cool.
So, yeah.
Cool.
Right.
See y'all.
All right. You
Thanks,
all are
guys.
awesome. Yeah. Thanks for the game. Take it easy.
See ya.
Yes.